4 on the countdown. Hey now, what up?
Welcome
Oh, I saw the music playing.
to the
Oh, okay, Courtney. Now you can give us your welcome.
welcome to the Bourbon Blend. I'm Courtney, and this is Jay.
Yes.
My
And what
amazing
is our
husband.
relationship? What is the basis of our relationship?
I'm married to you. You're my husband. Yeah,
Since 1997.
yeah, a lot of years. Welcome this evening, y'all.
Welcome, y'all.
Glad you're here joining us.
We have 13,000 viewers already. And,
Oh my gosh, that's
It's
crazy.
going to be like a Taylor Swift concert
It
before we're done.
is. It is. Everybody's going to be clamoring for those tickets.
So, as you mentioned at the top there, Courtney, you're Courtney, I'm Jay.
Correct.
We are the hosts, co-hosts of the Bourbon Blend.
That is correct.
A lot of times this summer, our daughter Madison, you may know
Mm-hmm.
her as Maddie, Mad Dog, Matterson,
Mm-hmm.
Nasterson, Dirt McGurd,
Matteroni.
whatever we call her.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone back to school,
Yes.
and she's participating in Rush as a counselor.
No, she is not participating
She
in
is-
Rush, Jay. She's participating in what?
Recruitment.
Recruitment.
That's right, and she's a counselor this year. She's in a sorority, but we can't say which one.
That's
but,
right. Because all of them are watching.
they're all
this,
amazing.
They're watching this show.
They're all
right
amazing.
now.
Whether you're a KD, Phi Mu, AD Pi, Alpha Gam, Chi Omega, Alpha Chi Omega.
I think that's enough for there. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. So I hope that's going well.
Yes.
And we're joined. So in lieu of Maddie, you know, because we had a host before Maddie got here, and then Maddie was kind of like
Yes.
here as our intern, more or less. But we've gone back to the professional ranks, and we've got Cuz from across the street is back with us.
Yes, he is.
Cousin
Hey,
from
Cuz.
across the street. Word.
Hello, everybody.
Cuz's microphone is hot. Not your
Cuz is
fault,
ready.
though. Cuz is he knows his bourbon, and in fact, before we started the show, he had more news to add to our show that I didn't know about Maker's Mark. Some older aged Maker's Mark.
Yes, they're releasing this September, time frame, a 11 and 12-year-old cellar-aged Maker's Mark. And it's apparently going to be, at the $150 price point range.
Wow.
And there are a lot of people excited about it.
I'm excited about it, cousin.
Sounds pretty good. I wonder if we can get our hands on it.
Do you like putting your hands on that kind of stuff?
I do.
Is it the bigger bottles the better that you like?
No, because it's not always the size.
What else can it be?
It can be the motion of the ocean.
I was going to say the rhythm of the set, but whatever. That's
Same.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Tori Dub says, hey, cousin Becky.
That's right.
Well, Becky's here as well. We should say
Becky's here.
Hi.
Hey.
Becky's making her bourbon blend debut as a panelist.
Yes.
You have been involved in the chat many times, of course. And T-Web and C-Web party with us on the weekends, so they certainly
That's
know
right.
those two quite well. Let me see if I missed anything. I know we got a bunch of legends in here. Scotty B from Tennessee is in the house. Cassidy P. Pocket was in here. Canoeman is in here. Golly, Colleen is in here. Ravin is in here. Good.
Got some
golly
day
almighty.
winners here, Jay.
Wow, this is. And what makes me happy is Cassidy P says, "Are we live, y'all? Happy Thursday." Look,
Yes. Look
everybody's
at
so
that.
happy. It's such a friendly
It
environment.
is. It's Thursday night. We're
Yeah.
ready.
Also, Cassidy P, I was talking to him about the Travers Stakes, which will be run Saturday at Saratoga Racecourse in Saratoga, New York, about 70 miles north of Long Island in upstate
right?
New York, maybe 100 miles.
Okay.
Should be a dandy. Who are you going to take in that one, Courtney?
Tappet Choice.
Good call. I like it. I didn't know you liked graze on dirt, but that's fine.
I will take it.
Pocket Watch says, still in my ideas and current events conversation club. We'll be joining when it concludes. All right.
I love it.
And also, Cuz was jumping in here. He's a panelist and he's also a chatter. It says 21,000.
That's right, man. We are blowing it up.
There he is. Colleen says, Cuz. We have party with Colleen and her outstanding lad, Joshua.
Yes.
Legends for sure. I could not remember the name of the shot that I loved this summer in Mexico. I was canvassing
Baby mango.
It is the baby mango is what it
Yes.
was. Colleen couldn't quite remember
Yes.
either. Cuz couldn't remember. Becky couldn't remember. I couldn't remember. Courtney couldn't remember. Pipe couldn't even remember. So how do we figure it out?
I figured it out.
Oh, you figured it out. Let's see. Cassidy P says, playing off what Cuz was saying, we picked our Maker's Mark barrel a week and a half ago.
Ooh.
They were tight-lipped about that release since it was still.
A secret.
Secret. But Cousin infiltrated.
Nice.
Cousin, I think, had an idea that was coming before it was broken, but you did a nice job there, just kind of being quiet about it. And I don't know if you had an NDA or what was going on, but
I like to keep my sources confidential.
Ah,
he's not a
yes.
reporter, but he is a reporter. That's the
Yes.
thing. So that's what we like about it. Call Me Biscuit says, strong opening line, JGT, quote, what is the basis of our relationship?
He's
Well,
so romantic.
We share a daughter. We also share a wedding day. And a
No,
wedding.
that's what you just said.
Wedding
That
event.
was your opening line.
I know it was.
It was classy.
What? I was just giving you an opportunity to say whatever you wanted to say.
That
Let's see,
You're
Revenge
the old
says-
ball and chain.
Hey, I'm not old. Had a nice little trip down to Orlando last weekend. The little bourbon honey hole I found really came through. I bet
nice.
Ravin won't tell us a damn thing about where it's at.
Jeez, he's gonna be tight-lipped about
He's
it.
got 2 turntables and a microphone. But yeah, Ravin, we love you,
Nice.
bro. Let's see. Colleen says, "Don't think we had a baby mango. At least not that we remember." dot.
That's the kicker there.
The captain cheered for baby mangoes. What it is basically a mango slush with hot sauce
It
put
was
in it,
disgusting.
like Tabasco, and then like a little tagine rim.
It was nasty.
So it was a little hot.
It was
and some people
nasty.
would go, "Oh, it's a little hot." a little
No, it wasn't that it
sensitive."
was hot. It was that it was just nasty. That was why I didn't drink it.
Let's see. T-Web says, "How many trips have y'all been on this year? Any more planned for the year?"
Oh no, it's football season. We don't ever plan anything in football
Yeah, it's
season.
pretty much over now.
Yeah, I know.
We definitely went to Destin for Cousin's birthday in February. We went to Kentucky in May.
May.
We
June,
went to Mexico.
Mexico. In July, we went to California. I think we're done.
Yeah, that's probably done.
travel
for now.
budget
Although
says we're done.
The off week's coming up. Off week is coming up.
Well, we have a little something for my birthday, but we're not traveling far.
Yeah, that's September
Yeah.
9th when JG is going to go very, very late.
Yes.
Because the Auburn Tigers are playing at Cal. And I'm going to
be
need
a
a
late
babysitter.
night.
So C-Web, who's here in the chat, is going to be my babysitter. I could probably use another one, although Cuz and Denton probably will stop by.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, I mean, because C-Web might need a babysitter of his own.
Gonna need help that
And
night.
I think Cuz would be good for that. Shredwood's in the house. Is Cheers BB.
Nice.
Good to have you here, Shredwood. Daniel P in the house, a.k.a. Metal Fan 25. Good eating to my favorite taters.
Taters. Good evening.
How about that?
Yes.
Cassidy Pieces, Jay and Courtney, the Fred Minnick taste test of the new 2023 Maker's Mark Cellar Aged is pretty good watch if you're into that sort of thing.
Okay,
Becky, I know, is
interesting.
a Fred Minnick fan. Cuz may
Very
also be.
interesting.
He nods his head in approval. That's all we need. It's great for the show when you nod your head, Cuz. We need to get
Like
we need to
that.
get
Yes.
a video on you is what we need to do. I don't know who's in charge of that.
I do like the Fred Minnick. The Fred Minnick story is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
He was on Marty and McGee one Saturday morning describing how he got into bourbon tasting. And it's an interesting watch if you like that kind of stuff.
I like Johnsonville brats and sausage. That's what I know about Marty and McGee.
Maybe that too.
Cassidy Pieces Baby Mango sounds like a stripper in training.
That is a good. Yeah.
would agree.
That's a good
Would
name.
agree.
I like that.
I need to get you deserve a laugh for that one, my guy.
Yeah, you gotta find it first.
I know. Where's I don't have my intern. Denton's not
I
here to help me
know.
with this stuff.
You're the one that says laugh is
Yeah,
on your
laugh.
head.
There we go. Thank you, Courtney. Really, really good at that.
I'm really good at that.
Let's see. Oh, Corey C-Web was just saying he was down in Orlando visiting family,
Nice.
so that's why he was
Okay,
down
all
near.
right.
I thought he was going to visit Gus and Christy
Yeah, probably so.
and their various grandchildren. Ravin says
All
it was
right.
hot
Well,
down
what are
there.
we going to talk about tonight, Jay?
Hey, hold on. Leading into that, Colleen says took some BB Rex, and we're sipping on some Old Grandad tonight.
Nice.
Makes
Be
a-
careful. That's hot, girl. It will hit you.
Makes up my. Well, hold on now. I don't know if she's drinking. If she's drinking orange label Old Grandad, it might not hit quite as hard as the 114 we had last week.
Okay.
But you never know.
Yep. It's some good stuff, but it will hit you quickly. If
Well,
it's the big
depending.
one.
But you come from a long line of alcoholics. Courtney,
I know.
as you
That's
like
why I have
say.
to. That's why I have such a high tolerance.
All right. So tonight we are going to continue our scouring the bottom shelf.
Our
in-
30 for 30.
or 30 for 35. We have changed arbitrarily how much money we can spend on a bottle. It's supposed to be 40, I think.
It's 40, including tax.
All told, which means
Yes.
it's got to be a $35 bottle,
Right.
probably a little bit less than that
Yeah.
to stay under 40. So this week we are way under 40. I don't think we
Yeah,
have
we-
anything that's even 30.
We probably could have. We almost could have bought. Well, we could have bought 2 of them for 40. Almost.
Yeah. So last time we did Old Grandad 114,
Mm-hmm.
we did Evan Williams single barrel, and we did what we would call the yellow label
Yellow
Four
label.
Roses.
That
It's
one
not
we still
yellow
have right
anymore.
here. This one.
Yeah, it's just like the
Mm-hmm.
very basic Four Roses, which is what we liked.
It was good.
We liked. So this week we are going to go with 3 more cheapies, which you can kind of see over there. Colleen's, not her fault, my fault. You can see over there the Mellow Corn, which we purchased in Huntsville, Alabama for $19 at Windmill,
Yes.
while some dudes were loading the back of their Mustang with Natty Light.
Yes, they looked exactly the part of the 1990s Mustang that they were putting their Natty Light in the cooler of the trunk. It was perfect.
Colleen says she's drinking the 114 because she heard the tape say 114.
That's right.
It's a good one, Colleen, for the price. Absolutely. T-Roy Tiger says, long line of Alkies. Didn't know AA and I were related. Hey now.
Cheers to that.
We saw T-Roy Tiger recently.
We did.
I talked to him a bunch. I did not get a chance to talk to his wife, but that happens sometimes. She's probably more of a legend. Anyway, Mellow Corn. An interesting choice because this has probably the highest corn.
Sorry, y'all. I got this weird cough. Go
If you
on.
put your finger over your nose, you can stop yourself from sneezing.
I'm coughing.
I know, but I'm just
Sneezing
saying if
genius.
you sneeze, though. All right, Mellow Corn has between 80 and 90% corn in the mash bill, which is very high. And this results in a pour that is unusual. Some would say unique.
The color kind of looks like a urine specimen.
Yeah, it really kind of does.
Look what you did to me. Maybe if I drink some more bourbon, it'll help the cough.
So we'll go. Are you doing it again?
No, I'm not.
Corey, sorry, guys. don't know what's going on with her. I told her to quit smoking, but I'm just kidding. I've never known her to smoke. All right, so mellow corn, Courtneyson. You did a lot of the research for this show, which I was very happy to. Okay, I'll go ahead. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're going to have to turn
I had
that
a
off or
moment.
something. Jeez Louise. Tell me if you're going to do that. I'm going to mute it. Seriously, you're going to blow them out. You're like, all right, mellow corn.
Hit you, dummy.
Oh, I have to hit mute?
It's in your fucking way. Just let me get it out. Help, Chris.
Can I get you some water or anything?
No, I've got water. I don't know what the fuck it is. Okay, go ahead. We're all good.
I can't until you stop.
We're all good. Okay.
All right, we're back, guys. Just hopefully she won't
Sorry,
cry.
y'all.
All right, so according to Courtney's research, mellow corn, we paid $19 for this. It's a Heaven Hill product. It's the oldest surviving corn whiskey, which traces back to, I think it's like in the 40s. It's not like super, super old. And this is what, 100? Is this bottle and bond?
100.
Yeah, bottle and bond. So 4 years old and 100 proof. And yeah, very corny. Cousin, do you want a pour of this? You ain't got to.
Yes, I'll have a pour. Give me just a second.
Sure. Well, you know where to find it, my guy. Chug it, chug it. All right, so, yeah, and Raven says, wow, she needs a water. She kind of does.
I do have water.
Here you go, cousin. Nobody can see. This is like the end of the line right here.
I'm blaming the air conditioning. That's what I'm blaming.
I smell like mothballs. But I got that air blowing on me. Thanks, bro. I got the
I
air
don't
blowing
smell
on me pretty
anything,
hard.
really.
Well, you're coughing and you're sneezing and you're sick.
No.
See what we smell.
All right, so kind of a weird, not much of a front end, kind of ethanol-y, sweet. Don't love it. Not complex in the least. Not much burn, though.
No.
It's kind of oily.
Yes, I can't look at it because the color is really jacking with my head. Because I have to understand, too, this is not bourbon.
So what you're saying is you don't want to drink urine.
What I'm saying is it's not bourbon, so it's a little tricky.
Cassidy Pieces Mothballs. Talk about a refreshing nose. Hey, man, this was $12
Yummy.
a bottle about 6 months ago. It's gone all the way up to 19, but I don't think we're talking about the most complicated bourbon here.
Inflation, man.
I like mothballs. It reminds me of my grandma Wexler's house, so, I mean, that's good.
It's not as bad
As you anticipate.
as you might anticipate. It actually goes down pretty easy.
I would agree.
It was very smooth. A little light on the taste. It's not a very flavorful, but you do get that, as you were talking about, a little sweetness there. Mm-hmm. You know, it's worth a try.
I'm after I finish my pour, well, I'm actually still in the middle of the boil. I want a refreshing.
Get a little BioLite, Jay.
I get a little
So
BioLite.
tell me what BioLite does
Well, it's
for
great
you,
for
Jay.
it's great for dehydration, cramps, fatigue, upset stomach, overindulgence, and flatulence. This is the berry.
It does not say anything about farting on there.
No, it's just flatulence.
No.
And
It doesn't.
I'm
Don't
just
don't
on the
lean
seat.
over. We
I'm
don't
seated.
need that again.
So BioLite, we love BioLite, and our friend Nick, who's an absolute stud, he's cool about the BioLite.
It's good stuff.
If you've been out drinking bourbon all night and you maybe got a little behind on your hydration, the BioLite will help you make up ground very quickly.
Or at least have it before bed.
Yeah, Colleen, if you're interested, you and Joshua, that's a good little tip there. If you get behind for whatever reason, BioLite will. It's like an eraser for all of your mistakes. Well, not all of your mistakes, but
Not all of them, but
certain mistakes you can probably get away with.
your
if
body
you have
will
some
appreciate
BioLite.
it.
Colleen says, "Is that a sponsorship?" Yeah, yeah. I mean, we get product, and I actually love BioLite, and I love Nick, so it works out good. Let's see, Cassidy Pieces for that price point. I'd go Evan Williams White Label, same distillery and proof, correct. I believe that's true.
Oh.
Very different tastes on that.
Yes.
Evan Williams is trying to be like a proper bourbon, and this is just kind of being a
Well,
total.
did you
corn
talk about it?
product.
We need to talk about how it was acquired because they just kind of threw it in when they were bought.
Well, Courtney, why don't you share some light on that? Shine a light on it, so to speak.
So basically, Heaven Hill wanted to buy a bunch of others. I can't remember what they were, but
Yeah.
the company's like, hey, here's this mellow corn too. And they're like, nah, I don't think we really need it. And they're like, you sure you don't want it? And they're like, okay, we'll take it. So it was like here you go, kind of take it and go with it. And they still are producing it. And that was like in 99.
Yeah, I think it kind of languished for a while. It's just one of those bourbons that nobody was really drinking, and they didn't really have to pay much for it, and it was just kind of there. But it caught on. It seemed like during the quarantine, people were able to find it really cheap, and it was plentiful at the time. And they have their own subreddit now.
Yes, they do.
It's our mellow corn, and it's not the hottest subreddit. I mean, there's not a lot of traffic in there, but you can find some funny mellow corn stuff. And I do like it, cousin. Like, I think it's one you ought to have, not you, but we ought to have in our arsenal.
Absolutely. It's
a yellow bottle.
it's an intriguing pour for that price. It's something fun to share with other people.
I'm lots of fun tonight.
I wish I could just mute your microphone. We could just keep going without you.
That might have to be the case. Who knows?
Okay, sounds good. All right, hey Courtney. So this is a bottled and bond product. Why don't you talk to us about the things that make something a bottled and bond product?
Well, Jay, let me share that with you. I have to be able to read this though because I forgot about it.
I'd be happy to help you if you'd like.
Why don't you read it because I don't want to put my old lady glasses on. Okay, I will.
No, that's fine.
That means that it is a product of one distillation season from January to June or July to December by one distiller at one distillery.
Wow.
It is also aged in a federally bonded warehouse under U.S. government supervision for at least 4 years.
At least 4 years.
I would not have guessed that this had been for 4 years.
Yeah.
100 proof.
You're thinking 4 months, right?
And the label must identify the distillery where it was distilled and if different where it was bottled.
All right.
So why did they come up with bottled and bond, Jay?
Well, back in the day, Courtney, there was a lot of shadiness going on in the whiskey world. And this was a way to kind of clean it up in a way and make sure that it's a legitimate product that people were consuming. Because I think some people were actually dying from some of the shady shit that was being put in bottles.
Yeah,
And so
they put
this
some
kind of-
crazy stuff like turpentine
Yes.
and
People-
tobacco spit and all kinds of crazy stuff in
People
it.
were going blind, people were dying, and people were dyeing their hair back in those days. A lot of weird stuff going on. So
Wow, what happened there?
all I can say is it just runs in the family. I don't know. I mean,
Again?
my people's was moonshiners.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I've been missing some stuff in the chit chat. Call Me Biscuit says, serious question. How does Mellow Corn make any money at $12 6 months ago? State taxes, distribution, do they have to age? I guess AA just answered Heaven Hill owns them. Yeah, I just think it's a bottom of the barrel. It doesn't cost a whole lot to produce. There's nothing sterling about what's going in the bottle there, you know.
That's why I said I'm surprised it's 4 years because they still have to find a spot to put it for 4 years.
Yeah, they're putting it in like me and Cuz's basement, yo. I mean, they're not, yeah, this isn't getting the
Say it's like car dealers, Jay. They make it up on the volume.
volume.
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is pretty popular apparently on the West Coast. Like people like to put it in cocktails out there.
Yeah, it
I
is.
guess because it's a little catchy. And I mean, the label is, it's nothing fancy. It almost looks like it came from grade school. But it's pretty popular out there allegedly.
We were just out there and I didn't see anybody.
Well, I didn't see it either, but
According to westcoastrumors.com, they're very big on Mellow Corn. Let's see. Call Me Biscuit says the name Mellow Corn and the yellow label make it look cheap. I think we
True.
would all agree with that. That's part of the reason
True.
you adore it, really. Cassidy Pieces whiskey shenanigans, e.g. turpentine. Yeah, it's all fun and games. So you take in some turpentine. Dob the bomb.
hello.
One of our legends from the Huntsville area.
Yes.
He is true Huntsvillian. In no way Madison. Glad to have him, and he has a much better supply of bourbon than we ever will. The guy knows bourbon. Raven says, anyone have a Heaven Hill BIB 6-year? Cousin, is that something that we would ever have?
I was just typing that in the chat that when we were at the Evan Williams distillery this summer, they had a couple of bottles of that we could purchase, but we opted for a couple other things at that point in time and passed on that one. So I want to try it, but at that point in time, we had an Elijah Craig barrel proof that I spent my money on there.
Yeah, same. I got one of those as well. I thought that was a better find.
Sound like I got the COVID. But I
So there's
don't.
your answer, Ravin. Cassidy Pieces, literally dozens of people are mellow cornheads.
That's right.
It's probably not the most popular, but it's look, man, it's a fun change of pace. All right, let's go to the Jim Beam.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and hit this.
Yeah, let's just get some stuff down your throat. Maybe that stuff will
I know. Let
help
me finish
you
my
not
mellow corn. You
cough.
go ahead and do that.
You know, my granddad Tate he wasn't really a drinker.
Well, this is what used to cure it all, right?
He used
So
to-
might as well.
He used to just take slugs off of Jack Daniels to stop his coughs.
Bourbon, honey, and lemon.
All right, so what we're drinking here is the Jim Beam Black Label Extra Aged. I believe is what
Oh,
it's
we
called.
forgot to rate the last one though.
Oh, yeah.
I have to rate mellow corn.
If you give me a pen, I'd be happy.
I've got it right here.
Oh, mellow corn. Okay, you ready? We're going to rate it.
Okay, so
Do we take into account value or we just say what it tastes
well,
like?
all of our contenders have a low value, right?
That's true, so we'll just go by what it tastes like.
Okay.
Right?
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I thought we were
Oh.
going to do the one.
Well, here. I'm a 5.
Okay, I'm going 4.
Okay.
So a 4.5 for mellow corn.
That's right.
And they're all good value, so whatever. They're all cheap, I should say. Inexpensive. I'm sorry.
Inexpensive.
All right, so this right here is Jim Beam Black Extra Aged. And Courtney gave us a lot of research information on this bottle right here.
There's nothing.
We paid $22.99 for this bad boy at ABC. That was a $3 off sale.
Yeah,
It's
what a
80
bargain.
It's 86 proof, and it's thought to be aged 6 years. But when they say extra aged, we have no idea what that actually means.
Right.
Jim Beam, of course, is distilled and aged in Claremont, Kentucky, just south of Louisville off of Interstate 65. On the way to Bardstown if you go down through
That is true.
Shepherdsville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's right there on the highway, and there's a lot of good stuff that's made there, cousin, including Knob Creek and the various beams, Bookers, Bakers, all that kind of good stuff. What now?
Candlestick maker.
Bookers, Bakers, and candlestick makers.
Yes, very nice.
You should be on the Nelson County Bureau of Tourism. I'm saying, I mean, you could do it.
I'll look into it.
Okay, very good, very good. Can you moonlight doing that, or?
I think I could work it
All
in.
right, word. I like the answer to that. Let's see. Dob the Bomb says, drink that delicious sample yet tonight, or did it not last the drive back? So me and Cuz actually took a hit off that. He's the one that provided me with the
Nashville.
Yes, the Nashville Barrel Company. Was it 5 year or 6 year? I don't remember what it was, but it was stout. It was strong. We did not finish it, Dob, because I wanted to save it for the show, like you mentioned, and I'm definitely gonna want to sip that on the show. But yeah, it was good, dude. Dob is in. He does a lot of Nashville Barrel Company picks, and they're good.
Very good.
They're really good. I wish I got my hands on those. Let's see. Ravin says, looks like I need to make a trip to Lexington. Maybe next summer we can kind of all go. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun. I would have a good time doing that.
I enjoy Kentucky.
I know. We don't have to twist Cuz's arms very much to get him to go
Yeah.
to Kentucky. All right, so I'm going to down
As
this.
long as you know maybe there's a little bourbon involved. I know it's surprising. but
I've never drank bourbon in Kentucky.
you haven't? I know. You're not a good liar.
I'm going to start calling you Pinocchio if you keep doing that, cousin. You're still finishing your mellow corn, aren't you?
Yeah, I gotta try this now.
See, here's the problem with me and Jim Beam is that when we go to the various locations in Dominican, the
That's all
only
you can
bourbon they
get.
usually have is Jack Daniels or Jim Beam, and I don't really want to drink Jack Daniels because it's Tennessee swill.
Yes,
so
I agree.
At least Jim Beam is from Kentucky. I can deal with that. But as soon as I taste it, I'm like, oh God.
Oh
I'm 10
God,
bourbons in and Punta Cana.
I should be in the pool, like if I'm drinking this.
Waterlogged on a hot sunny day, you know.
That's right.
Screaming
This,
for Chucky Lozano.
I'd actually smell something a little sweet in this, though.
Yeah, a little bit. Now this has a very clear looking. This looks like water to me. This is like the
Well,
Michelob
this
Ultra
is not
bourbon.
nearly as bad as that mellow corn, but
It doesn't look like urine, but it's still very light.
yeah, don't y'all want to try?
I don't even know what it means when you say Jim Beam Black with extra age, and you don't have. It doesn't have to mean anything.
No, it just basically they left it in the barrel for another year or so.
That's like saying, Courtney, you're the most wife, and it just doesn't mean anything. Just the most.
Okay.
It's meaningless. It's puffery. We would say in the legal realm, it's puffery.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you could say that, but it is longer than their typical Jim Beam. So I mean,
Well,
they're
I
not
would
really
certainly
fibbing.
trust you about length. Colleen says, by the way, new bourbon blend drinking game tonight. It's not Tate versus Tate, though. Cheers, y'all.
Is it every time I cough? Because that's rude. That's
I hope
rude.
it is. I forgot what was the trigger last time. Was it when we said the secret word? Cinnamon. Is that what it was?
I can't remember what it was last time.
So on and
But-
so forth.
Maybe it's every time you farted, because everybody would have been drunk then.
That was 2. Mm-hmm. But it was back to back, so it would have been kind of a strong hit. Let's see. Cassidy
Yeah, I just
Pieces-
don't think much of this.
Mellow corn is akin to Uncle Jemima's mash whiskey. Interesting.
I'll tell you what, mellow corn's better than this stuff, though.
Let's see. Colleen says, we meet up in Lexington. Josh is convinced you'd lie to us and tell us the wrong date location so you don't have to deal with us.
That's
That absolutely would not happen.
Stop.
That would not happen.
Stop.
We would be happy to tote folks around. Me and Cuz and, well, Becky too.
Well,
And Courtney.
we would get somebody to tote all of our asses around.
We know where to
'cause
go.
We'd be drinking.
Yeah, so for my 50th, which is a year and a half ago, we got a bus and we all went around and got trash and let somebody else drive.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then
Awesome.
I was rallying in the afternoon and all these fuckers were all
Everybody wanted to take a nap, and Jay's like busy, like chatty Cathy
I
in
was
the bus.
excited, man. This was my birthday.
Nobody.
We were going all over the
You
place.
and Tommy. I was like, wait a minute.
Tommy was
To be fair, we started drinking bourbon at 9 a.m. and it was 4:30. We wanted a little break.
I mean, yeah, we all did. We wanted to break from Jay.
Well, and then we headed to White Castle. So
Yes.
Yeah, we got a big sack of Whiteys. We got one of the Crave cases. No, we got more than one, though.
multiple cases.
Yeah, they were pissed that
We
we
got, they were called Crave Clutch.
a
It was
clutch.
a clutch. Yeah.
Clutch. Cassidy P says Jim Beam is trans fat free. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like it's just some silly like
Yeah,
marketing idea.
exactly.
So that's literally all you found out about this bourbon. Was
There's
that.
nothing there
it's
really. I
86
mean,
proof.
basically, it's Jim Beam, and they add like a year or two extra in the barrel, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna put another fancy label on it." That's about it. There's nothing noteworthy. Nobody talks about it.
Hornatius here with us tonight says watching Helena roll Chelsea right now, 26-7 in the second quarter.
Oh, wow.
And Colleen actually jumps back and says, we never told you last time's game. Besides the obvious waterfall when Jay farts and shots for breadsticks picks. Breadsticks picks. Everybody loves it. I love Canoeman as has his avatar on the bunker.
Yeah, it's charming.
All right, so this is a very basic, bland, average bourbon.
Yeah,
Again, we paid $23 for it. So
I would rather pay the $20 for the mellow corn than this.
this
So it's going to be less than $5 for me.
This is half sweet, half peanutty. I get the peanutty Jim Beam thing. It does have a little bit of heft to it. It's not just totally water, but it's not good.
It does remind me just of the exact same thing that we drink in,
Yeah.
in the Dominican.
So the whole black extra age, like we're gonna pretend like black is like some special. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just regular ass Jim Beam.
But it is a good
Disappointing.
marketing ploy because those that are not familiar with Jim Beam are like, ooh, I'm picking up something really special here.
Yeah, they're like, hey man, it's $23. This must
Yeah,
be
look at
really
this.
special
This
shit.
is gonna
here.
be good
What can I
stuff.
sell this for on secondary, yo? Well, you can definitely make a lot of money on that, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next one we're gonna drink, Courtney. If you want to get everybody up to speed, it's gonna be the Ezra Brooks.
Yes, Ezra Book's
99.
99.
99.
And it's 99 because it's 99 proof.
Hey, how many Luftballons did Nana sing about in 1983?
99. Very good, Jay.
Horseshoe and bonsai for me. Shimmy bishma mishmani ma 99 cello balloon. You come and lick
wow.
my big ball sack.
Captain Kirk.
That's not the lyrics. Yes.
I'm
So-
I'm an absolute legend at karaoke, by the way.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, they call me
That's what they
Dr.
say?
Panty Dropper. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I saw how you reacted when I sang the fireman to you.
A song I never heard before.
Yeah, but you love the way I sang it to you, girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Talked about the 4 alarm fire.
It was amazing.
Did we officially rate the Jim Beam?
No, we did not.
Let's go ahead and
Thank
rate the Jim Beam, Courtney.
Here.
Yeah, Ravin
No,
says,
don't.
is there no rating on these Burbies?
We did do the other one. I gave it a 5 on the
I
mellow
gave it a
corn.
4 on the mellow corn, Ravin, so
All right, here we go. 1, 2. This is for the Jim Beam
I only
Black.
need one hand for this one.
Me too. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was nice. I
gave
gave
that
it
one
a 3.
2.
That's all right.
Just not good. Very mid.
3. And
Not even
2.
mid, cousin.
Well, it's not going to make it to the tiebreaker round.
Tiebreaker round. Tiebreaker. All right, Ezra Brooks. This is a product of Lux Row Distillery across
Yes, it
the
is.
Parkway from Bardstown
Bardstown
Bourbon
Bourbon.
Company, and home of Rebel 100, which I like a lot, and also home of Blood Oath and Davis County,
Yes.
and
some good
the
stuff.
Lux Row Double Barreled,
Davis
which is
County
in that
up there.
square. Oh, I don't have one here. How about that?
Oh, we drank it one time on the air, I thought.
Yeah, we might have just cast
All
that.
right.
Oh, that's right. The Lux Row is right over here.
I was
It's right
talking
behind
about
Courtney.
the Davis County.
Yeah, so Ezra Brooks 99, Courtney, you got here. It's a Lux Row product, which we knew released in January of 2021.
Yeah, so it's relatively
Since
new.
COVID.
Yeah.
And
They had to come up with something else. COVID.
This
They're
used
like,
to
hey,
be-
we got to find something else, guys. Everything else is gone.
this used to be 90 proof back in the day, and then they re-released it as a 99
Yes.
proof product.
Can I have it, please?
If you would like
Thank
some.
you so much.
I am a fan of Old Ezra 7, Cuz's as well. That's one that we used to buy for $30, $35, and now it's like $70.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
So I'm not crazy about that, but
Yeah, the Ezra Brooks cast strength is pretty solid. I've enjoyed
is
that.
good.
here you go, cousin. You want a hit of this?
Absolutely.
I don't think it's going to get you real wet, but I mean it's
I don't think it's going to excite you, I think is what Jay's saying.
no. I mean we paid like $24 for it. There you go. Just hit that. Oh boy.
They have the regular Ezra Brooks, though, still.
At 90?
Yeah.
Oh, this was just considered an upgrade on that?
Yeah.
I give them credit. This is a really nice bottle for the
It
price
smells
range.
really good.
We paid $24.99, $25 at ABC. And this is a really nice bottle for that price range. This is definitely the nicest
You mean
bottle.
physically how it looks?
Yes, like it's got a really nice label. It's got a proper top instead of a screw top like these Jodies over here. And this is in the same bottle, I think, as Old Ezra 7. It's nice.
That's pretty tasty.
It's not bad. I mean,
That's pretty
it's just
tasty
a
now.
solid bourbon for $25. It's got some sweetness, got some woodiness.
I think it's pretty good.
It's got some woodiness in that. I wonder what the age is on this bad boy. A reviewer didn't put anything in there about
No, I
age.
did not.
That drink's a
Doesn't
lot
say.
better than 25
Yes,
bucks.
it does. I like that.
We don't have any age information on that.
That's good, though.
So I'm going to guess it's like a 3 or 4 year. That could be 4, 5.
Who knows?
It has,
It's tasty.
a somewhat complicated taste to it.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I
got
mean,
a
it
little
definitely
complexity
has
in
a
there.
lot of, yeah, I definitely agree.
It's got some burn, a little bit.
Very
And
mild, very mild. But
would
I
s-
like it. I like
I would
that.
say this is on the low end of mid burn. I would not say it's light.
I don't know if anybody can see the difference here. Can you see that on the air?
What are you looking? What are they trying to show the difference of?
Oh, that one's a bourbon and one is not.
Yeah. Good stuff there, Courtney. You could have been Vanna White, I think, in a different way.
No, I couldn't because I'm getting I'm backwards here. It confuses me.
Raven says, wow, it's amazing how harsh Courtney rates the expensive bourbons, but is more lenient on the cheap. Jay seems to be the opposite.
How about that?
Interesting.
You know what? That kind of goes with our personality, though. Like, if you're going to pay a lot of money for something, it better be really damn good. And if it's cheaper, then I'm going to be more lenient about it. That's true.
Hey, is that Carl Jung I have? No, it's Wolfgang Kohler.
I'm not talking about making a tool to stick in the ant bed to get the ants out. I'm talking about
You talking about Sultan?
I am talking about how that is true to my personality.
She
The
did a big
price gives
report.
expectations.
Yeah.
Yes, it gives expectations, and if I'm doling out my money for it, it better be damn good.
I'm thinking of a song. Donna Summer, she works hard for the money.
So you better treat her right.
So you better
right.
pour her.
Yeah,
her
you better
right.
you better pour that damn stuff and better taste good.
All right, so this Ezra Brooks, wow, for the price, I'm pretty impressed. This
I would
tastes like
definitely
a
take that.
$40 bourbon, maybe. $45 bourbon. This
I'd definitely
reminds
take
me.
that.
The smoothness reminds me of Russell's, honestly. It's not as sweet as Russell's, but
I like that. That's good. It's definitely the pick of tonight.
oh, far and away, yeah. The question is it the pick so far? So this is going to be our 6th under $40 bourbon, under 35, whatever it is. And I
I
thought
don't
we
know.
liked,
We'll put our numbers up.
we liked Old
got our
Granddad
numbers.
114.
We got our numbers at the house, so we'll have to compare them next time.
Still, I'm getting that lingering sweetness though. And Hornacia says Jay loves the sweeties.
Yes.
You talking about those little? No, they're Smarties. Smarties.
Smarties.
Yeah. Aren't there like little oranges that are sweeties? Like the
No.
little guys?
They're
Like
called cuties.
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 Ravin says, safe to say Ezra Brooks is the most complex of these bourbons.
For
No doubt, of these three.
of these three, for sure.
Old Granddad has some complexity to it. And we really like the Four Roses too.
Well, I like Old Granddad because it's a good hitter. It's a hard hitter.
It is a hard
You
hitter for the
wanna
price.
you wanna get lit quick? You just down a bunch of that. Get lit quick.
Ravin says, spending money on any bottle is a gamble. We accept this with each purchase. I think he means
Oh,
specifically kind of
that's
like
pretty much true.
maybe
But
more expensive bourbons.
unless get to go to an awesome place that already has like samples of the bottles, that's my favorite. There's a couple places in Kentucky, and I doubt there's anything in Alabama, but you can go and sample things at the liquor store and then be like, this is the one I want. And, I'd rather pay $25 for an ounce and a half pour than pay, whatever, $75 for a bottle.
Yeah. I think Don DeBalm is indicating that this is $13 in Florida.
Wow. That's impressive.
I think that's what he's making a reference to. And if he says that's what it is, then that's what it is.
Wow, that's impressive.
There's a couple people I listen to, and it's talking about bourbon. Cuz and Dob DeBalm. I'm going with it.
Nice.
Specifically, though, when you're paying, I feel like my days are almost over of paying for a really expensive bottle that I haven't tasted before. I just don't think I'm going to do it. We haven't done
there's a
that.
couple.
We haven't done
There's-
much of that in the last 3 or 4 months.
There's a couple out there that I'm going to take with it. I have not ever tasted William LaRue.
William LaRue Weller.
I've never tasted that, so
Well, you had an opportunity to do so when it was
I
at
did.
La Jolla about a year ago.
I don't
Maybe
remember
2
this.
years ago. Well, yeah.
Okay.
They had all the allocation stuff, and I said, hey, Courtney, you want some William LaRue Weller? And you go,
No.
Is
I
that
want to spend all that money.
is that what
for
I
it.
said?
Uh-huh.
Is that exactly? That's exactly what it
and then
sounded
she just
like
went
too.
on a soliloquy about, it would be really nice if I had an opportunity to drink some of these nice bourbons just one pour at a time so I didn't have to commit to the whole bottle. And then we had the opportunity, and what'd you say?
My Maker's Mark is only $8.50. I don't want to pay all that money for it.
Jay, there's lots of people on here that would just love to hear some more stories about how I whine like that.
You don't
It's
whine
so
very much.
sweet.
You don't
It's
whine.
so sweet.
You don't whine. It was just happened to
so
be a moment where you were
charming.
kind of catching yourself.
He's so charming.
Ravin says, true, AA. I picked a store pick of Makers last weekend that got to make their own blend. It's 109 proof, and it drinks like 92.
I'd be a little sad then because, if I'm going to get something that's 109, I want to feel 109.
You want to feel it right here.
I want to feel it. I want to feel a little bit. I want to feel a Kentucky hug of some sort. I don't want it to burn, but I want to feel it.
Call Me Biscuit says, Mellow Corn 20, Jim Beam 24, Ezra 25. Why did you not include Evan Williams' White Label tonight? So we had that last week.
Yeah, we had that.
We're
last
doing
week.
3 a week. 3 last week, 3 this week, and then we're going to do 3 more next week. And then we're going to take those 9, whatever our top few from the 9 are, and we're going to do
Yeah.
a blind.
The last
That probably
three.
Captain
top
Cuz
3.
is going to be handling. And
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of computation and like lots of mathematical formulas.
yeah,
to
we're
come up
going to
with
definitely
this.
need like
We're going to need help.
Rene Descartes or
We're going to need a
somebody like
Pythagorean theorem to help
Yes.
with this. Yes,
that. Look
definitely.
who's jumped into the chat. It is Pipe player.
Hey,
Pipe player.
Pipe.
One of the all-time greats coming to us live from Southern Ohio.
Yep, pipe.
And he is one of the geniuses behind the Cincy Blitz boards, which has really taken the nation by storm. One of the great tailgating, or just drinking games anywhere. You can do it at a tailgate. It's probably most popular at a tailgate, but you can also do it on your living room table.
Yeah, we did
No
it on
judgment
our
if you
dining
do
room
that.
table. Yeah, we did it on our dining room table while drinking.
We did it. Hey, Courtney, no context. We did it on our dining room table when we were drinking.
Yeah.
At least you
Anyway.
didn't say my grandparents' table, because that would be weird.
That
Considering
would
they
be
died
weird.
like 15 years ago, whatever, 20. C-Web says, Pipe! Everybody knows Pipe's a celeb around here. And Colleen knows Pipe also. I don't know if, did we introduce him as Pipe, or was he just Nick? I don't know. Colleen says, drinks like 92, ha ha ha. Y'all are so much smarter than us. We feel like, yeah, it burns, feels good, too strong though.
It's not about smarter. It's totally about just the
get
amount
used
of
to it.
time that we have been drinking bourbon.
Well, the old Granddad 114, Colleen, to be fair, first of all, it's 114, so it's not light. But to me, that's kind of and Cuz may agree with me or not, but it's a little rougher. That's an uncultured bourbon. I mean, that's a rough and tumble bourbon.
It's got a personality, is the way I would
Oh,
describe it.
nice
so.
description. I like
It
it.
has a personality. And I don't think
like
just
it.
randos drink old Granddad 114. There's got to be an intentionality. Did I just make that word up?
You know what? That old school remedy of bourbon works on the cough. I didn't even need the honey. Forget about the honey.
So
Just
if we
give me the
just-
bourbon.
If we just shoot some of that stuff down your throat, everything's fine?
Okay, Jim. I remember my
I haven't heard
grandmother.
you cough,
My
like-
grandmother told me that
Yeah?
she used to give my father, in his bottle at night, always give him like a little tablespoon of bourbon in there with it, and in his bottle when he would lay down. First of all, you don't give bottles and let him lay down anymore. Second of all, definitely aren't giving him any little bit of bourbon to go nighty night with. But maybe that's why he liked bourbon so much.
Hey, can I guess your grandmother's address?
Which one?
You know, your grandma, actually, your grandma.
Joyce?
Yeah, Joyce.
Okay.
308 Sprite Road.
You're so weird.
Am I right?
That is right. He didn't even know her. He never even met her.
Well, I kind of did.
Oh, yeah, kind
Kind of did. I kind of did.
sorta. I mean, she
308
was not
Sprite
here
Road.
on this earth when you met her. We'll just put it that way.
No, but she was around.
She was visiting
I'm here to
you.
tell you.
Yeah.
We've been by 308 Sprite Road, and I have a general idea what it looks like, but I've never been in there, and I never met
been a
her.
lot
I
of
wish I
time
had. I feel like I'm gonna meet her again. Or I'm gonna meet her. Well, I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm gonna meet her again. We had a one-way conversation. Ravin says, Courtney, oh, you feel it. It has a great Kentucky hug, but the release is where it really shines.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting end there to that
Wow,
comment.
wow, that's quite a sentence there, buddy. You're finishing strong in that sentence, Ravin. He's a strong finisher.
Oh, I love it.
Ravin says he'll bring some to share with you.
I love it. I love it.
Casa DP says intentionality is the step cousin of physicality.
Oh, don't start me on physicality. I know it's like literally a word now, allegedly. It is not a word. You are either a physical player. There's no physicality involved.
Physicalness.
There's no physicalness. I'm sorry. I hate that. I hate that.
I got a story to tell. Joe Goodman, who's now a columnist with AL.com, he used to work in the Coleman Times, and we were at the SEC baseball tournament in 1999, and he was doing one of these little high school stories about Coleman, you know, some sisters that were on the team together, and he said their bond is not only biological, but also teamological. And I go, Joe, you can't write that, dude. You can't make up words like that. And he said,
Teamological.
you want to fucking bet? I just did it. Because he was a sports editor. He could write whatever he wanted. Joe ends up being, you know, he covered the Miami Heat for a long time, and he's now a total stud.
Teamological.
Teamological, it still hits me, man.
I
I'm
love
like, bro,
it.
you can't do that.
Teamological. I like it.
Intentionality. I don't think I've ever used that word before.
I
Call Me Biscuit says 305 Sprite Road. Quote, Rain Man. I don't know who's living at 305 Sprite Road, but I know who used to live a little bit up the street from there.
He's going to say 308. Exactly.
It's in Louisville.
It is in
And also, one of the
Louisville.
things that I would trade anything for would be able to get your grandma's mayonnaise recipe, like homemade mayonnaise.
Oh my God, yes.
We have not.
Everybody in their family has somebody who has died who used to make something that everybody loved, and nobody has the real recipe. And everybody like tries it and tries to get it back together, and you just can't. Well, that's my grandmother's mayonnaise recipe. And she had homemade mayonnaise, and it was delicious, and you would like eat it on a stone wheat thin.
Stoned wheat thins.
Stone wheat thin, yes. You would just slather it on there, and it was like so delicious. And I just don't know how to make it, so I'm gonna have to figure that out one of these days. I'm gonna have to like take like a 2-day period and figure this out.
We're just going to get like in the lab or whatever. And
Yeah, we're gonna get some eggs. We're gonna get some olive oil. No, you're making your own mayonnaise,
I was
dummy.
just teasing.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
I know your mom, we got a hold of your mom's recipe stack or whatever, and there were like literally 500 recipes in there, and that was not one of them. I was
No,
like,
it was
God.
not.
I was like, I'm sure it's going to be in here, obviously.
That was my grandmother's box that we got a hold of, and it wasn't in
Well, a
there.
lot of that had your mom's handwriting in it, so it must have been passed down or something.
No, they just shared recipes. Back then, people shared recipes
Oh.
with their own handwriting. Like,
I know,
back in the day, they used to do these things.
I've never seen anybody with a handwriting like your mom had. So when I saw it the
Yeah.
other
Well,
day, you
she had
one.
that. She was left-handed,
Well, obviously.
but it was very good penmanship. She had very good penmanship. And she used to get smacked with a ruler because she was writing with her left hand.
This is a matter. This is a subjective discussion we're having here because I don't think your mom's handwriting was, her penmanship was particularly good.
She had excellent penmanship.
I'm not
it
sure
was
that
always
that's true.
cursive.
Yeah, I know, but it was, and I could read it and I liked it, but it was not particularly good penmanship.
Oh my gosh, here we
Just telling you how
go.
I feel about it. Corey Dub says Olivia Newton-John knew about physicality.
Ah, let's get physical, physical. I wanna get.
Physical. Let's get
Why do you always go to the
physical.
nipple rub? Nobody likes the nipple rub. Why do you always go to it?
What makes you smile?
It does not make me smile. It makes me makes the stomach turn a little.
Olivia Newton-John was a hottie back in the day, man. And also Cuz jumped in and said, let's get physical. He apparently, the rumor is that Cuz got some leg warmers somewhere. He hasn't worn them lately, but I think he may have that.
Yes.
Yes, leg warmers. That's the epitome of cuz. Right?
There's no doubt. A lot of classes. The step classes, Zumba.
No.
Pipe says, easy now, Cuz. Cassidy P says, R.I.P. Olivia Newton-John and all her physicality. Yeah, we do miss her. She was a
Yeah.
really nice girl, it seems like. She was Australian, right?
Uh-huh.
But we still like her. Colleen says, I'm waiting for Jay's mayonnaise joke. It's got to be coming. Josh. That's what Josh
I'll make you some mayonnaise.
is thinking. Here, Josh, the problem was that we were talking about her grandma, who's one of her heroes, and I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to wreck like this moment where she was talking about her grandma.
Well, everybody has somebody in their family that they really, really liked. I mean, if it's just one person. Mine was my grandma.
Hey, so Joshua doesn't know this because he's kind of new to us or whatever, but I'm going to give you the 30-second version. Her grandma died in January of 92. Is that
Correct.
right? We met some point in January or February of 92. First time I went with you to where she was buried in Cave Hill, which was in probably March or April. I had a moment, Josh, where like I could hear her talking to me. Not her, but her grandmother. I'm telling you, this never happened to me since. I am not a believer in this kind of stuff. One time it's happened in my life, and it was right then, and she told me that I was going to be with her forever. And so far, that's been the case.
I don't know. Tomorrow may be different, but
I mean, she could have said 27 years at max.
yeah,
but
but like, you know what?
she was like, you're the one for her.
Yes.
Take care of her. And I was like, who the fuck said that? I heard it, but I didn't actually hear it. I wasn't like looking around for it. But
I didn't hear this. So.
and I've been back there many, many times because we've had to go back many, many times, and I've never heard it since. But I assume she still knows I'm doing all right. But I didn't meet her.
like, oh,
I didn't
yeah.
meet her. I never got
No,
to
you
meet her.
didn't.
I missed her by like just a matter of weeks.
What does Mr. Patel say here?
Raven says, just purchased a butter churn. Here's some shit that we did not have on our bingo card tonight, Becky.
No.
Considering trying to make a bourbon-infused herb butter. I will never touch your herb, Raven, unless you want me to. I will never confiscate your herb. What will you think about some bourbon-infused herb butter, Courtney?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not sure how I feel about it either. Is that a thing? Has
I
that
love
ever been done
some.
before?
I love some herb butter.
Let's
I know
let our
that.
resident
but
foodie speak on this.
I would say I would think that would be great. Put right on top of a steak once you've snatched it off the grill.
A steak.
Oh, now
Interesting.
that would be pretty tasty. I
A
can see that.
bourbon-infused herb butter. All right.
I love some herb butter now. Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously.
I mean, you gonna bring that butter churn to Montgomery?
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
Why can't he churn it there and then bring it to Montgomery? By the way, Raven, you
I
told
want
me
it the freshest I can get it.
when we saw Raven in April or whatever, he was like, "Oh yeah, I go to Montgomery every now and then, and I'll hang out with y'all at the tipping point."
No, he hasn't.
It's fucking end of August. I haven't seen the guy. Like, what the hell's going on? Cassidy Pieces nipple rubs make many a person smile.
Are you sure Jay's nipple rubs make many person
It's
smile
all in
though?
good fun, yo. Scotty B in Tennessee says mayonnaise is the secret game word of the night. Mayonnaise. That is the drinking game.
Mayonnaise.
Raven said it would be for meat, not breadsticks.
All right, we're getting a little personal here.
Courtney would definitely drink breadsticks.
I just need the herb
if she
butter
could.
then, damn it.
Breadstick herbs. Okay, so we need to go ahead and rate this one, Courtney. I like it a lot, so
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
7 and a 7.
Oh, 7.
Blazing
Some.
Sevens. Some would say Cassidy P knows what I'm talking about. Blazing Sevens.
Well, we know that's the winner tonight.
That is definitely the winner tonight. So I don't know what our scores were from last time.
I know.
Maddie?
No, it's at home because
Madison.
you remember. You remember she didn't have her phone with her.
Yeah, you didn't
I know
have
where
your
it
phone.
is. It's sitting on the kitchen counter over in the stack of crap.
Cassidy.
Does everybody have a stack of crap sitting in the corner of your kitchen or
Y'all have
drop
one?
zone or something, and you're just like, how does this thing grow weekly? Like it grows, and you're like, what the hell is in this stack of crap? Anybody else have this?
Yes.
And it's really annoying because you're like, I'm going to clean the stack of crap out.
Wait.
And you clean the stack of crap out, and it's back like 2 days later. Like somebody, like a ghost comes and brings it in the middle of the night.
A ghost.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like things just appear.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about the things that appear? There's like kind of a commonality with those. It's your shit. I'm teasing.
It's
not
my
true.
sunglasses in their case.
I was just teasing, man. I was just
Okay.
teasing.
9 different kinds of chapstick.
Yeah, how many chapsticks you got?
All right,
Exactly.
cuz. Is there a man I can talk to over there?
Becky's not going to be invited back, is she? You know?
Or another thing is a junk drawer. Like
We definitely have one of those.
everybody has a junk drawer, and it's always full. Like you can barely open it, and you're hoping shit doesn't fall down behind it into whatever's underneath it.
Yeah.
Yes. Why does it always have to stay that way?
I have gotten very picky about the junk drawer. I cleaned it out a couple of weeks ago, and it needs to stay clean now.
Okay, so it's not gonna stay clean. Can I come over and mess it up and just like piss you off?
No.
I'm bringing my junk
I'm
to
bringing
you,
shit.
buddy.
I'm gonna stuff it with shit now. I'm gonna totally bring. What can we buy that would just be like random shit, like playing cards or something? Just-
Chapstick, you know.
A chapstick. Exactly. Half melted chapstick.
You just made the list,
that
pal.
nobody's ever gonna.
I do have a huge.
Take some respect.
Corey has something here. It says the kitchen counter is meant for stacking mail, and it's true. But there's nothing that ever comes in the mail anymore. Like, it's always stupid crap. Like, just there's no real mail anymore. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, we're still looking for alpha males. It's a mail plane. How did you know?
Saw its little balls.
You know what that's from?
Yes,
What?
airplane.
That's close. I would give you 3/4
Okay.
credit.
Which one?
Three amigos.
Close enough.
Corey W says the kitchen counter is meant for stacking.
I
know. I was thinking about how I was going to
said
change that to be like stacking dicks or something, but I wasn't able to make the joke work. Pipe says Cuz steals extra sauce packets and plastic silverware. Cousin, this is outrageous.
Everybody has.
Cuz hates plastic silverware.
Everybody has a sauce drawer or a place to store sauce, right?
No doubt. Yeah.
And what
That-
happens is, what is really upsetting is when one of those like busts, and then you find it and it's like crusty and nasty.
That is what led to me cleaning out the junk drawer and why I'm so emphatic about it.
So you had
Okay.
an unplanned bust.
Yes,
Oh my God, those are the worst.
yes.
You never know where it's going to end up.
Well, it's really bad when you leave it out and it crusts up everywhere. I mean, like,
Oh yeah.
well, I'm saying we have a place for sauce, but we also have a junk drawer, so we have two different ones.
Wait, so Pipe, I don't like what Pipe said here. It says Cuz steals extra sauce packet. First of all, would you? I know he's just kidding around.
Chick-fil-A down here, you get as many sauce
You
packets
get as many
as
as
you
you
want.
want.
It's not about stealing.
It's not stealing. It's yours. You're paying for it. It's included. It's baked
It's
in the
overflow. It's,
Yes.
It's way too much.
Or, well, Taco Bell, it depends on who you get at the drive-thru, but they're going to give you,
Because they're not going to take the time to count.
yeah, they're not going to count it. They're just going to pick it up and put it in there.
Ravin says last time I went through Montgomery, y'all were in California.
Likely story.
Likely fucking story.
yeah,
Huh? Cassidy P says my sauce that usually bursts is the ridiculously large soy sauce from the takeout place 3 months ago. It does seem like a thinner.
Plastic is thinner.
The plastic is thinner. They're trying to save money.
I do
Yes,
love
I-
some
I-
Chick-fil-A, but
I
that
think the
Chick-fil-A
duck
sauce.
sauce was one of the ones that we had.
Oh, that was the perpetrator.
Perpetrator, yes.
Duck sauce. Duck sauce is one of those that
Sticky.
has very limited applicability. But when you need it, you need it. Kind of like our Henry Bain sauce.
Yes, we did buy some of that this week.
Yeah, I would encourage everybody to try that. I was hoping to give that to Cuz at some point. I was hoping to give Cuz some of my secret sauce at some point. Her parents, now it's a sidebar here, that when I met her parents, they would always have this thing called Henry Bain sauce with
meat of some sort,
pork
or
or steak
meat
or
pork,
whatever.
yeah.
And it's like kind of like a chutney, like a slightly hot, spicy chutney.
With ketchup.
Very, very popular in Louisville. And she bought some for us maybe a week ago, and I've been trying it on the pork loins and stuff. It's really good. So I was wondering if you might like that, but we'll find out later.
Well, the other one I made before, and but this was the original from the Pendennis Club. in
Cassidy
Louisville, Kentucky.
P, speaking my language, he says long dong duck sauce.
Yeah.
What's happening, hot stuff? Grandpa's.
Now have a place
Hyena.
to put my hand.
I saw some Reddit poster. He was like, long duck dong, and then the big titty chick that he was hooking up with in the movie, that they got married in real life. I go, that's bullshit.
I thought it
Because
was.
he's not married to that chick. I've seen him with his wife, and it ain't that girl.
Oh, okay.
He had to get dispelled and got run off fucking Reddit. It happens sometimes.
No, Asian mayonnaise is.
That Kewpie mayonnaise.
Oh, it's what's the orange sauce that we get for?
Oh, yum yum.
Yum yum sauce. Yum yum sauce.
Maddie loves yum yum. She loves
Yum yum sauce.
Pipe says Fremunda cheese packets.
Oh.
That guy knows how to party right there, man. Let's see. Ravin also says you should see the Chick-fil-A sauce tower I have made.
Oh yes.
The biggest tower we ever made was with
White Castle
White
boxes.
Castle boxes.
Yes.
I mean, this sumbitch was like 20
Yes.
high. It was,
We're just gonna keep eating these until we can't make a tower anymore.
we like to eat at that Chick-fil-A that's in downtown Nashville.
That's called White Castle, not
What'd I
Chick-fil-A.
say?
You said Chick-fil-A.
The White Castle that's in downtown.
They do not have the same customer service skills at White Castle.
Oh, and the customers there are a little different maybe than we're used
True.
to. But,
True.
I'll have some of that Ezra Brooks, young lady.
Okay. There
If
you
that's
go.
okay with you.
There you
I
go.
noticed that you haven't coughed lately.
I know this works. The old school remedy works. It does. It does. Best part
see.
about tonight is I don't have to open tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
Yay.
Cassidy P says every red-blooded American loves the yum yum sauce. Cuz also reminds everybody to like and subscribe. Smash that like button, guys.
Subscribe.
We've had literally several thousands of folks come through, and we only have 12 likes so far. It would
I
be
know
awesome.
it's devastating.
Corey Dove says yum yum should go on everything.
Ah.
A good yum yum sauce. Actually, Madison was the one that pointed out that the best yum yum sauce you can buy at retail is the cheapest. It's the like Publix Rando
No,
brand.
it is the great value.
Great value.
From the Walmarts.
The Walmarts. Good call on that. Let's see. Colleen says, cough. I still have booze in my cup.
I like it.
That's funny. You were absolutely
Girl.
losing it earlier.
I was.
You need to get some bourbon down that throat, girl.
I'm blaming everything that's coming out of the vent. That's what I'm blaming.
It's bullshit. All right. So, according to the schedule
Agenda.
here, now that we've done that, we're going to go on to our section of our show where we talk about bourbon news.
News.
Bourbon
Give
news.
me a report. We need like a dateline.
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is Dateline NBC. Hold up, would you like a cookie from me? All right, let me get
Let's
over.
go in here and talk about this.
Let's go and look at some photos. Oh wait, there's Courtney eating her breadsticks
Why'd
again.
you have to do
I
this?
don't know. It's like a default setting. I blame Ecamm.
True. I blame Canoeman.
No, I don't blame Canoeman. Recently announced the Old Forester birthday bourbon for 2023 is going to be a 12-year-old. The sweepstakes, Becky's going to be mad at me for saying this, but the sweepstakes are underway. You can register for this at the Old Forester website. It opened today at 9 a.m. local time for us, and I was there during the 9 o'clock hour to register. It's going to be open for 6 days. If your name is picked, you'll have an opportunity to pull this 12-year-old birthday bourbon. 103 barrels, and they were filled on May 5, 2011. So I'm because I can't do the math in my head. 103 barrels, and you average about 225 barrels
something like 25 bottles
per.
per barrel.
So that's 20,000
220.
bottles.
Maybe, yeah, 25 to 40, depending on the water that's added at the end and such. So
Yeah.
And you got to account for the angel share. Sometimes they open up those barrels and there ain't as much in there as they hoped.
So it's going to be a 12-year-old this year. I know last year's people were not stoked about it. It didn't get the highest reviews. The early reviews
Interesting.
on this one are good. So I don't know. They're always good, though, to be fair. It's like, oh, it's really good. Courtney's got a couple birthday bourbons.
What a
Not
dose.
We have a 2020 and a 2021, I think. Cousin has at least 3. You have 4 still?
I think we have 3, 2 2021s and 1 2022.
The man's got more birthday bourbon in his house in the state of Oklahoma last year. I can confirm that. So, guys, seriously, jump on that website and get in that sweepstakes. If you win, we will all enjoy. Now, I'm not saying we have to drink it, but we will all love you
We will all enjoy together because, I mean, you got
vicariously.
to join your bourbon blend family for that.
Well, I mean, we at least want a picture
Yeah.
with you or whatever. Also, the Old Fitz spring release, even though it's
Yes.
August, is
I
coming
know.
up. It's going to be a 10-year this year, which is
That's
is surprising.
very different.
And this really kind of threw me off because it's bottled and bond and it's 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But bottled and bond, he has to be at least 4.
Right.
So it can be 5 million years if it wants to be.
But it's not mixing anything else in it from other folks. I was very surprised when it said it was only 10-year because usually they like to have this really very aged. I mean, 10 years is age for sure, but usually they like to get it up there pretty high.
Yeah, me and Cuz were at the Evan Williams experience, and we had a 14, 15, 16 or something like that? 15, 16, 17, Rebecca says. So.
Yes, the Old Fitz flight.
Yeah, it was good.
At the Evan Williams distillery tour and the bar and the gift shop and everything is
It was an excellent visit.
above expectations. Highly recommend it. Spend some time there if you're in Louisville.
All right, we had a great time at that. It's kind of not a big distillery because they have like a micro something that they make there.
Yeah, it's
I think it's basically for playtime.
it's for the general public. It's to have a little fun and do some different stuff. I think they specifically said that about the still that they have at that location, that they try out different things and are allowed to play a little bit more, rather than the main Heaven Hill stills.
We had a good time there. I remember the guy who did the tour was like,
The gift shop.
gift shop. Yeah, the guy was pretty funny. Whoa.
He was hoping to get his percent from the gift shop.
Dob the Bomb jumped in and said they sold they made roughly 14,000.
And that
Old
seemed
Forester
crazy,
birthday
and
bourbon.
it's still like crazy priced.
And they still
on
got
that.
3 in the state of Oklahoma. Like, where did
crazy.
all the other ones go? I don't know. Let's see. On the Old Fitz, they release it twice a year, and this is going to be the early release. My guess is they're not going to be able to have a late release because it's too late now. Heaven Hill acquired that brand in 1999 and continued to produce it as a wheated bourbon. It's bottled in bond, 100 proof, and they're going to price that at $139 MSRP. My guess is it will be a little bit higher
A
than
little
that.
bit higher than that to find it. And it's a beautiful bottle. It's a really cool bottle. It is another one of those old school bottles that reminds me of grandparents having it on their liquor bar, or however they
Yeah.
presented their liquor.
For sure.
That and the I.W. Harper, those also remind me of the old school. You would call them decanters. These aren't really decanters, but it does look like that. I think it's a really, really cool bottle.
Rebecca is an owner of a bottle of Old Fitz. Not this one. You have like a 16-year? 19 year, excuse me. She has a 19-year that she graciously shared with us at some point in the past. I don't remember, it was maybe 6 months ago, and we got to protect that.
It was June 12th.
It was not 6 months ago. It was like 3 months ago.
It seems like it, but
We need to protect that. National security. We got to put that in the panic room. And Don the
right.
Bomb said, my house. I guess he's asking where we could find that. It would be at his house.
oh,
For sure.
okay, gotcha.
Hold on. Before we go, though, looks like Colleen has got to bounce. Good night. It's a school night for me, so we got to hit the hay. See you next week. Cheers. There she goes.
Thank you for joining.
Colleen. I wish I had a soundbite for, we'll just give her a DJ air horn. We love Colleen and Joshua, too. Hey, thanks for coming by, Colleen and Josh. Love you guys. All right, moving on to our next item of news. It's news time.
News.
Oh, that's out of order, but whatever. Heaven Hill filled its 10 millionth barrel recently
bless.
since
Isn't
our
that
last
crazy?
show, August 2nd. On August 2nd, that's 10 millionth barrel they filled.
Well, they're also number one. in the distillery series. So yeah.
I didn't know that until I saw that. I think they're playing games there, though. I think it was Bernheim initially, and then they bought Bernheim, and so they annexed. But hey, they can do DSP Kentucky 1, though.
Yep.
10 million barrels, cuz. Do you think you could drink 10 million barrels? That would be a lot for me.
No.
No. I like it.
I'll go on record and say no.
I like it.
We've been to Heaven Hill a couple times and like it. They have a really nice, new, updated.
They do. Very nice.
But
visitor
they don't have a
center.
lot in their store. We hit big one time and we completely struck out.
We had better luck at the Evan Williams than we did at the
That is
Heaven
true.
Hill
That is
gift
true.
shop.
Gift shop. Four Roses. Oh, you better not call in off there. Four Roses announced that they're going to have their limited edition this year is going to be a 135 bottle, which is representing or in observance of their 135th anniversary. It's a blend of 12-year, 14-year, 16-year, and 25-year distillates.
Wow.
The 25-year distillate is going to be the oldest juice ever put into a limited edition bottle for Four Roses. So this is going to be very coveted.
Wow.
Again, this is one of those sweepstakes deals. You guys have a few more days to do the sweepstakes. I jumped into this morning. I hope you did too.
No, I did not, but I will tomorrow.
It would be great if you would do that.
I was working while we were doing that. While, I was caring for children. So, while you were sitting at the kitchen counter doing that. Moving right along.
It's like from the Muppet movie. Moving right along.
She
Dummy.
was taking care of America's future.
That's right. Thank you,
She was
cuz.
nursing America's future, absolutely.
Yes, and the toddler that was trying to bite me and hit me today.
Now, the 25-year distillate I was talking about earlier comprises just 5% of the blend, but the master distiller was like, you can definitely taste it in there. I was like, yeah, I'm sure you can.
Okay.
15,000 bottles, and it's going to be a $200 MSRP. So if you're a pulled for the sweepstakes, you got to go your ass up there. They will not do this over the phone. You got to go to Lawrenceburg to get it at Four Roses, and you got to pay $200 to then turn around and sell that sumbitch for probably $2,000, right?
I don't know, whatever it is, but
I bet
you're
you
going to
get
get some dollars for that.
You
but
get a house payment out of that, I bet. I bet we could. So that is the
agenda.
That's the news for the week. Wow, you guys are amazing right there.
Yay.
Let me see what's going on here real quick. We do have some more stuff we want to show, but I just want to get through some of the chats here. Call Me Biscuit says, why do they price at $139 when the aftermarket will be 3 times that high?
Very true.
More than 3.
Yeah, Willet
true.
has started doing that with its purple top, where that retail is now $350 on those. And that's about what secondary is worth. So, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I guess you could just charge more, but then it looks kind of shitty because then you're like, let's say they went up to $250 on this, which it would still go for more than that. Then you're like, it's a $250 bourbon. What does that even mean? Like, that's too much?
I don't know. I'd rather the people that make it get the money.
Well, y'all talked about this a little bit earlier about the $150 bottle, and whether you would buy it and stuff like that. It's one of those type things. The more that I've had, there are certain brands, I guess you could say, that I feel more comfortable with spending that type of money.
Because you trust them, right?
I trust them. So
Yeah.
the birthday bourbon, I've had several of those. I've really enjoyed it. I'd spend that money on that. The Four Roses, their small batch select, their small batch, their single barrel stuff has been really, really good. If this is something special that they're putting out, to me, I'm all over that.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. So yeah,
That makes sense.
you get comfortable.
Yeah.
With some of these and the money that you would spend. And
That's
there
fair.
are certain favorites, obviously. And, obviously, some people will buy those type things to sell them in the secondary market. Personally, I buy them to drink them. So,
Exactly.
Drink them if you got them.
absolutely.
That's right.
That's what we like to say.
Yeah, don't let it just sit on the shelf collecting dust.
Legitimately, though, the old fits would probably fetch 1,000 to 1,200 maybe on the secondary. The Four Roses 135th would probably fetch something more like 1,500 on the secondary. I'm just guessing here.
I have no idea.
Cassie DP says, so party at Dobbs, to which Dobbs says, I like to party.
There you go.
He does like to party. And another thing about
there
Dobbs
you
is
go.
that he is very gracious with his bourbons.
Yes.
If you find yourself at Dobbs' house
Yep.
and you get
nice
upstairs
there.
into his
His little
bourbon stash,
It's
he tells
impressive.
you drink what
It's
you
impressive.
want. I had like 3 or 4 pours there that I'll never have again because I'll never find it again. Cassidy P says one. He says this is to me and you, cuz 10 million barrels, one Glencairn at a time.
I like it. I like
Hey,
it.
you just got to keep drinking, man. You got to stay eyes on the prize. Eyes on the
That's
prize.
right.
Looks like T-Web's out. Good night, party animals.
Night, Tori.
See, cuz says good night, Tori. Cassidy P says, cuz that 117 series tasting sounds pretty fun. Talking about the old fits. Yeah, we had the 16,
Oh.
17.
No, the Old Forester 117.
My bad. Yes.
Yes.
That had a name, though. It was like a...
Nothing better in the market.
Well, I would agree with that statement, right? And then Trish was our
Yes.
our gal, and it was the 4 of us plus a dude in a wheelchair, right?
I will say.
And Maddie.
And Maddie. Yeah, sorry, and Maddie.
I know. I will say that it was really nice to see that there are a lot more women involved in these tastings that we went to. Like Heaven Hill, we had a female steward of our tasting. I'm not sure what her title was.
Taste Master.
Taste master, whatever she was. We had that at in both times
times
at
at
Old
Old
Forester.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's nice to see that
And then,
because
of course, the gal at Willett, what's her name?
Tammy.
Tammy!
Tammy.
And at Bardstown this past time, when Chris and I were there, the bartender that we had, female, that knew her stuff.
Knew her stuff.
Really good.
It's nice to see that. We like the ladies being out there.
That's right.
Let's see. Scotty B in Tennessee says, I'm in the birthday sweepstakes. Whoop, whoop.
That's right.
All
Go
right,
join
good.
now if you
I'm
haven't.
so stoked that he jumped in there. I know Becky's really fired up. Lots of people are jumping in. It's ruining her chances. Cassidy P says, $200 MSRP, bring it on. That's one of the most consistent annual ones for me, and I usually drink a bottle worth at my local watering hole. He's talking about Four Roses. So Cassidy P is a wise bourbon connoisseur. He's certainly one of those. Where do y'all do the tasting? At Old Forester, or someone had a bunch? No, that was definitely at the Old Forester on Whiskey Row.
That was the 117, but the Old Fitz one was at
Evan Williams
Evan Williams
Experience,
Experience.
yes.
Yeah.
Also there on the same Main Street there in Louisville.
Louisville.
But maybe
It is actually called Main Street.
quarter
so.
of a mile apart, I guess. Old Forester, we had 4 expressions of the 117, including the extra old fine whiskey, or old fine whiskey.
extra, or something
They had like
that.
the fire version.
Yes.
Yeah, that was some cool stuff.
I don't remember what the other ones were, and we had an opportunity to buy.
Angel Share, wasn't it called something like that?
Yeah, High
Or
Angel
that
Share.
High Angel Share, yeah.
We ended up having a chance to buy the fire.
No, they sold all that to the firemen, I thought. It's in our cabinet. We'll have to get it.
I got it right here.
Oh.
Whiskey Row Fire.
Is it the fire? Okay, sorry.
Well, it's a different fire one. But yeah, everybody had a chance to buy one, and so Team Cuz and Becky got 2, and Team Jay and Courtney
No,
got
you
2.
could buy 2 each.
Oh, we only bought
We
one.
we
could've
only
had-
got 2, but
Did you guys buy 2 each?
Yeah.
Oh, we only bought 1 each.
Yeah.
Because
you know,
you're a school teacher and I'm a
that's cool too.
newspaper reporter. We can't be
I
like,
might have some tastes coming my way tomorrow via my work. I mean, not my work. From a friend, from a ferry that may deliver things. He
Kanuman
said, "Are you going to be at work tomorrow?" I said, "I sure am."
Kanuman said, chapstick.
That's right.
Got that marshmallow, bro.
Ugh.
That's my all-time favorite, bro. That was number 1 right there. Although I did say fruit punch and snow cone are the same thing. So if you guys see those, that's my number 2. Cassidy P says, comfortabler is the new intentionality, cuz. I heard you say that. That was good, man. That was good. Major 0 with an X says, I got a stag at MSRP today.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit.
Good for you.
Wow.
That's impressive stuff there.
I guess he means what used to
Wow.
be Stag Junior, but it's now Stag, and it's still
That's
amazing.
impressive.
Golly, that stuff is hot as hell, Major. Your boy was tanking that during the 2018 game against Ole Miss, and I have no recollection after
Yes.
the halftime. But it is like 136 proof, to be fair. Cuz says it wasn't part of a tour, it was a specific tasting, nothing better in the market, talking about our opportunity to drink the 117 stuff at Old Forester. Cassidy Pieces and the Candlestick Maker.
Well, the candlestick maker is actually Old Forester as well because it does look like can hold some nice candles.
Cassie DP says the best thing I had there was the 9-year President's Choice Barrel 29. Unreal
interesting.
how much I enjoyed that.
Interesting.
Is that Old Forester?
Wow, I haven't
Sometimes
heard
when
of
you're in
that.
the bourbon world, you're speaking a language that I don't even understand. Like 9-year President's Choice Barrel 29.
That's Old Forester.
Wow.
That is the, outside of the birthday bourbon, the President's Choice is the other big release
Nice.
at Old Forester.
Okay.
I've never seen it myself.
Oh, I remember them talking about this now. Yeah, the actual president
Yeah.
of the company.
I asked them
Yeah.
when we were doing the 117 series. I asked them about it, and it's basically they said the birthday bourbon is more consistent. The President's Choice is they bring in a couple of different barrels, let him taste it, and he picks what he likes the best. It could be a rye one year, it could be something different So, but the President's Choice.
I will
is,
tell
is,
you, the
is
one
top-notch.
consistent thing would be that brown is in the name of the person that is selecting it.
Yes, the Brown Foreman.
This is our Whiskey Row Fire, one of our 117s.
Little tiny thing.
Yeah, it's a
It's
375.
deceiving because on there it looks like a real size bottle, but it's not.
100 proof. And this is kind of kitschy. I don't know. Like it was just.
It was a good one.
This was
but
dumped. No, it was barreled the day of the fire. Is that right, Cuz? Or
Yes.
something like that. There's nothing extra.
They were able to
necessarily
save
special about
it.
Yeah.
the day of the fire, and they took it to the other warehouse and let it age. And then they they didn't give it away. They gave them the opportunity to buy it to the firefighters.
Yeah, they
that
filled the
were-
barrels on July 7th, and there was a fire later in July.
Of course, there's a fire.
So these were the bottles. There's the barrels, excuse me, that were saved. Dob the Bomb says the pre-fire was fire. Everybody complimenting Major Zero for his stag. He said $100 is what he paid. Put up a short,
Wow.
was partially shaky. That is an amazing price for that.
Like, just happened to roll in somewhere.
I was
and
gonna
see
say,
this?
where is Major Zero shopping? Because you
Yeah,
scroll
like-
on down, he gives you a whole rundown of what all he got today.
Oh, wow, damn. Okay, I'm going to get there. Call Me Biscuit says, what are y'all drinking? 17,000 viewers.
I know.
I just backed up the rare breed barrel proof and moved on to McKenna BIB single barrel
okay.
10 year.
That's a
one.
good, consistent one.
Cassidy P says, I have it on good authority that if you start Avatar at the same time as Bourbon Blend, a la Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz, it's pretty strong after a few bourbons. Hello.
Can't
I'm
you
Richard
say that
Gere.
of a lot of things?
Let's see what else Major Zero got. Got Weller Reserve, which is green. E.H. Taylor
Wow.
Small Batch, which is solid. It's in the canister.
Wait a minute.
He got
Where
a
were
big Eagle
you?
Rare 10, so he got a half galley. And then the
I
stag.
need photographic proof of this.
At
Wait.
MSRP.
Wait, are you calling bullshit?
No, I just need to know where he was for this.
Oh, can you tell us like what your general locale is? Like
Yeah, I don't need to know your actual street
the
address.
quadrant
but
of
like,
what state you're in.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is awesome.
Vince says, why is it always about size, Courtney?
You know, I mean, sometimes that's an important statistic to know about.
Uh-huh. Colleen Biscuit says, the bourbon blend needs to pull something from behind you. It will be the best bourbon you have ever sipped on after drank in less than $25.
Oh, that's true. Jay, why don't you go ahead and open up your
Best bourbon
your
you've
Parker's Heritage?
ever- No. I'm not opening
No,
it.
I just poured another. Give me a few.
Man, I don't know, bro. I forgot I don't have to turn to my mic like I do on the brain
know.
drain.
What about your Old Forester 150?
No, there's no way I'm opening that.
That's what I said. I said he won't do it.
There's no way I'm opening that. I mean, I would open that Lux Row double barrel. That's pretty fucking good. Ooh, the Pfeiffer Pavie. The other one's dead, so we can open that one.
Well, open that then.
Okay, fuck it, we'll do it. Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. All right. All right, so this previously was one of my all-time favorite. I mean, it is currently, but I think I've
But
had
you haven't
something
had
better.
it in a long time.
Right,
So
so
it'll
this
be
is-
interesting to see.
This is Bardstown Pfeiffer Pavie. Pfeiffer Pavie is a wine producer out in California that they did a deal with, kind of like the Prisoner stuff, but
a finished bourbon.
a finished bourbon with the wine casks, a very high-level wine cask. However, I thought the Prisoner was just way too winey, and this I thought had a
didn't
really
care for that.
nice. It found the right
The right finish
level.
for
So,
you.
Call Me Biscuit, just for you, my guy. This is the last bottle I have of the Pfeiffer Pevy. Maybe we'll find it again someday. But fuck it, we'll open it because we love bourbon blenders.
Yes.
And also, it'd be my pleasure. Cuz, have you had some of the Pfeiffer Pevy?
I don't believe so.
Well, guess what?
Guess
Today's
what?
your
Tonight
fucking
is your
day,
night,
man.
buddy.
Tonight is your night.
I mean, oh God, I feel like I need to rinse out my Glencairn, like it's gonna be
That's a Rod
violated.
Stewart. Tonight's the night.
It's gonna be all right.
Gonna be alright. Cause I remember, nobody gonna stop us now. You should do that one at the roller rink. Now, Becky probably didn't do it at the roller rink.
All right.
All right, Call Me Biscuit. There you go, buddy. And it comes with that Bardstown Bourbon Company top. It's like fucking tungsten. I'm telling you, it's like super heavy. I know Cuz is gonna want to go over here and get his mouth on some of this bad boy.
Oh my gosh.
Another glass.
Uh-oh.
It smells so good.
Ooh, fuck yeah, it does.
I'm blaming you, Call Me Biscuit.
Oh, that's definitely got like a wine.
Oh,
You got
it
that
smells
Courtney
so
loves.
good.
Courtney
I do
loves
not
a
like wine, but I
No,
like a wine
you
finish
like a
in my
wine
bourbon.
Finish on a bourbon, yeah. Absolutely.
I do not like wine though, but this is, oh my gosh. It smells so good.
This has
Like both of y'all need to get over here and get this shit stuff.
I told you this has the best nose. I'm telling you, this was my favorite bourbon for the longest time.
Oh my gosh.
Well, y'all? Oh, you guys. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
I think the nose tricked me. Like, I like it, but like the nose made me think like, oh my God, I'm gonna love this. And I'm like, yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meh.
No,
I
it's
like
good.
it. It's good. It's very good.
It's got the Bardstown like.
But
full
I was
experience.
deceived by the nose.
It's very dark.
It
I
is
was
very
deceived
dark.
by the nose.
Okay.
I was thinking I was gonna be like, oh my God, this is like K-Rose syrup going down my throat.
It's
No.
more winey than I remember. Cassidy Peace is keeping it easy tonight with Eagle Rare. That's a very good choice to
That's
keep
a
it
good
easy
choice.
with. And Cuz said earlier he
Yeah.
was drinking the Willett's finest quality Old Bardstown, which is actually a great value. I mean,
It is a bottle and bond product.
we find that sometimes at $19 in Kentucky.
It's an under $20 product.
Yes, it
and,
is.
You know, keeping with the theme.
Major Zero jumped in and said he found all this in Memphis.
Oh, we're jealous, buddy. We are so jealous.
We need to go up there, yeah, and find some shit, man. Raven says Major Zero does some nefarious things to get that kind of haul. I'm not saying what he did. I'm not saying what he didn't do.
Oh, no, we are not cracking up the 96 UK makers. That will never get cracked. Sorry.
Wait, hold on. We have two of those.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I think we do. I think there's another one.
Oh, is there one at home?
Well, I inherited my grandma, so we should. And I was in line.
Oh, well, then I would crack it open.
I was in line with her.
I would crack it
The
open.
problem is that with this one, it's just Maker's Mark. Like, there's nothing special about it. So UK won the national title in '96, and me and my grandma went. She hated liquor too. She's a teetotaler. She's like, I'll go with you and get one. I was
The
like,
reason
whatever.
she hated it is because her family was a bunch of bootleggers.
They were fucking bootlegging ass moonshiners for sure. So we waited in line at the liquor barn and got this,
Yeah.
and we were very stoked to have it. But we kept it all this time and never opened it. But
So what's your all's thought on this?
I don't know. This probably ought to go to UK fan or something. We got to sell this to a fucking UK fan. You think Jason would pay $500 for it?
Go put that up.
Fuck him with it.
What is your thought on this?
I agree with you when the nose.
The nose is like, oh man, this is gonna be
The
delicious.
nose is amazing.
It's good. It was a little surprising.
Yeah. Like the finish is a little like bitter.
It's a
like
little
just-
more bitter than I
I
anticipated
thought it
with
would
the
be
nose.
sweeter on the finish.
Like
The nose is like super sweet.
baking chocolate bitter.
Yeah,
no,
like-
no sugar in it kind of thing.
Excellent.
The
That's
the
exactly
nose
what it
is like molasses, like dark brown sugar, kind of like just yeah.
Ravin says, has anyone done an infinity
Oh
bottle? I
no,
think-
but it's an excellent idea for all the like last couple ounces in a bottle.
Well, if you want to know what an infinity bottle
But
tastes like, you can
what
get some
we
of
do
the
instead
Infinity
of that,
Barrel.
what we do instead of that is we we just have a night where we have to finish the bottles.
Not again.
Yes.
No, please God.
It's usually a very rough morning the next day because we are very committed individuals and we want to finish bottles. And so, yeah, either if that is in a local establishment or if that is at one of our homes.
Barrel does the infinite barrel. I think you were about to talk about.
Yeah.
That was really good, which is kind of the similar concept to the infinity barrel
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
That's the barrel, infinite barrel project. Yeah.
Yes, very good.
So I have a question about this.
We have one, but not here.
This is one of your favorites prior to tonight, or so you said.
Okay, so
tell me your thoughts now.
I ran out of this. The other bottle I had, I ran out probably a year ago, and so
Mm-hmm.
I haven't opened it since then. So yeah, it is.
You're
a
not
little-
as excited
I mean,
about
it's
it.
good, but like Becky was saying, like it has that kind of like
It's a little bitter.
baked,
I agree.
baked spice finish, like not sweet, like, but it still has an amazing nose.
Hey, have you had any of your BioLite or your clear water?
Violet's like
Oh.
almost gone, but yeah.
Let's go ahead and what's in this other cup over here, Jay?
I don't know what the fuck's in there.
I think that's water. It's a good thing to have.
I like Violet better. Dob the Bomb says this makes me happy. ... Fresh cracks.
That's true.
Dob the Bomb is, hey, listen, he's got an amazing supply of bourbon, but he is a drinker. He opens, he said, anything you see in here, hit it. I don't give a shit if you got to open it or not. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Call me Biscuits is slow down. Adjust, grab a cheaper one.
Why?
This is not like the most expensive thing I've got or anything. It's just harder
pricey,
to, it's just
but-
harder to find. I don't know, this bottle's
Yeah.
probably worth $200 or $300. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Call Me Biscuit jumps in and said, too late. Cassidy pieces need more Rock and Rod Stewart on the blend. Tonight's night.
You're right, Call Me Biscuit. I ain't opening tomorrow, so it's game on.
He said, AA ain't open and drink 25 and follow up with good stuff. You
That's
know.
right.
Cassidy P jumps in and says, Old Bardstown is solid and I like the bonded more than the 90 proof cuz, is what he said. I'm a fan of that bonded for sure. It's a really good.
Bond. Mhm.
It's probably best as a mixer, but you can also hit that straight as they have been doing.
It is very good for what it is.
Connie Biscuit jumps in again and says, you got a lot of nice bourbons in your mom's basement. We are in my mom's second floor.
Yes, we are not in the basement. Thank you very much.
And this is Rebecca's first trip into the home, so you can confirm for them that it is indeed.
She's been to the home before. The
never
home
been-
doesn't sound right.
We-
Sounds
we-
like the nursing home.
We couldn't get you worked into the schedule because you were always gone, and either that
She's
or
a very busy
you had better things to
businesswoman.
do. Yeah.
She's a very busy businesswoman.
You had better things to do.
Jay,
Ma'am?
Ravine, there's no hug on this.
Hold on, you mean Ravine?
That's what I said.
You said Ravine. How's the hug?
non-existent.
There is not one. Hand me the bottle, Jay.
Of the Pfeiffer Pavie?
Yes. Since you like it so much, I'm going to pour myself
Hey, what-
a really big
hold
pour
on.
and only drink like a little bit of it
Hey,
and just leave it.
hold on.
That's what I'm going to do.
Let's think about this rationally before you do that.
No,
Just,
what?
just for a second,
What? Wait,
because you said
what?
you didn't really
What?
like it that much. You said you didn't. Can we get one you like better?
Oh, no. Sorry, buddy.
Did it have to be?
Don't. Okay, well,
No,
there's
don't
more
do
where that
that.
came from.
Oh my God.
Don't mess with
There
me.
is no need for that.
What? I mean, it's
Look
good.
at that shit.
What? It's
Look
just. This isn't a pour that I would get at a local restaurant. So.
That is absolute bullshit right there. Whatever. Man. Cassidy pieces. That's called an infinity belly at our home. Major Zero says, sipping on the Lucky 7 holiday tonight, celebrating my haul. What the hell is a Lucky 7 holiday? Anyone? I don't know what that is.
Lucky 7 is actually, I think the Lucky 7 has a label
Give you a
similar
Lucky
to an
7.
Ezra Brooks.
Give you a Lucky 7.
Am I correct?
AU_256 is here, says, gosh, Jay is so handsome. Courtney spent some time with him at the,
Oh, I did. I
Yeah.
said spend some time with him.
he's our guy he's Madison, through and through. He's not Huntsville, he's
I don't
Madison.
think is he a member of the mafia yet? Or not?
Yes, I gave him the title. It said something like Madison till I die. So,
Oh, that's so sweet.
well, he felt strongly about a title, and I thought that he deserved it, honestly. So we love AU256. He's good people. We may love Faith more, but we love AU256 also.
It was a very good experience. Hey, show me the bourbon list at the Nook, Jay.
Look at AU Law 20 says, you guys have some Discovery Series behind you? Look at this guy. He's trying to like make me open shit. Although I would open it.
No, we don't.
I don't see any Discovery, Poppy.
No.
So I've run low.
It's over there it's over there and there's like this much left and Jay doesn't want to give it up.
Shit, I got to show you that, man. I'm
He's
not
got
drinking
like
that.
this much. It's about this big, y'all. That's all he's got.
Man, that's bullshit, Courtney.
I'm just telling him how much you've got.
So I got this, man. This is our first big ass purchase we ever made. It was the Discovery Series 2. It's green. They don't even make green shit. Well, no, now the green is a rye.
Yes.
I know it's bullshit. I'm not happy about it. But anyway, this is the first big purchase we ever made. It's Discovery Series 2. You can see there's just a little bit
Just a
left.
little tiny bit in there.
And I don't want to drink anymore because I don't think I'll have enough to keep the bottle anymore. And I'm so proud of this bottle. Like this means a lot. We've had this a long time.
Yes, we have.
Probably since 2018, maybe. This was 44% Kentucky 10 year, 39% Kentucky 12 year, and 17% Kentucky 14. Discovery Series 2. I love this bottle. I mean, it's already been cracked, so I mean, there's nothing there. But we got one pour left in that bad boy. This is, cousin, you may be able to correct me or maybe not. This is like $200 a shot at the
that's 100
at the
proof.
distillery, I believe. That Bardstown green. They may not. They probably won't have much of that left. Honestly.
Yeah, I doubt they have very much of that left. When we were there in May, stuff like that was easily, $200 a shot. I want to say some of their newer blended stuff was in the $60, $70 range.
Bro, if you really wanted a shot, I'd give it to you though, bro. I mean,
I've had it and I really enjoyed it.
okay, word.
We'll have to have
Cassidy
that
P says,
celebratory.
when you were pouring the Pfeiffer Pavie, that was JGT's reverse O-face. That is the reverse O-face. It is not good. And Cuz was reminding us we had 27,000 viewers at some point. Bob the Bomb says, take it down, Courtney.
That's right.
Look at this. What are you doing,
Yes.
bro? Why are you
Yes.
doing me this way?
Boy, this is delicious.
Tommy Biscuit says, Jay looks like he's wearing the same corsage with that girl he made change teams. Oh, man, that's tough, dude. That's tough, dude. That is really tough.
Yes.
She
I
has-
agree. This is his fuzzy.
Hey,
His fuzzy.
she has a boyfriend now, so
She came back.
what does that tell you? I don't know. I do respect you for not really bagging on me much about that.
No, I mean, it's not your fault.
It could have happened to anybody.
Sure.
All right. In respect of that girl that I used to date who ended up dating girls.
Oh,
but was
why are
back to
you
guys.
drinking that? This is the thing. This stuff
No,
tastes
no,
like,
no. I'm going to tell the
This
story.
tastes like shit.
This is the stuff we bought. This is the barrel that we bought. Dob the Bomb might get a kick out of this. We bought this from Elixir Spirits in
Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Spring Hill, Tennessee. 14-year barrel pick. And old boy was like, hey, man, the guy who owns the store was like, hey, man, this is the shit. I picked this myself. You're going to love it. So we paid like fucking whatever, $180 for it. It's literally liquid butthole. But I told Cuz earlier, because he hadn't had it before, I said, hey, Cuz, I want you to taste this.
I want you to taste this.
I'm telling you
but-
ahead of time, I think it tastes like butthole.
Please come and have some.
Tell me if
Doesn't
you think,
that sound delicious?
Tell me if you're tasting butthole. And he drank it and he goes, I don't like it, but it's not that bad. Cuz, defend yourself.
It tasted like something that had a finished barrel too long. So
tasted like wood.
it had been in a secondary
sat there
barrel
too
too
long.
long.
Now, I want to say this has a good nose, though. It has a good nose.
No, it does not. You just burned everything in your nose. It smells like ass.
I can't breathe
It
in my
smells
nose.
like ass.
Then you have to taste it though.
Fuck.
It's awful.
It's so bad.
It is terrible. Why are you doing that?
God, it's so bad.
That's
Like,
like
oh
when
my
you
God,
drink.
it's
That's
so
like
bad.
when you drink Rowan's Creek. That's like when you drink Rowan's Creek. The thing that makes me
thank
mad
God
is
for
we
BioLite.
spent a lot of money on that.
Thank God for BioLite.
That's right.
I still got another sip I got to hit on this. God bless, man.
Because that is true. Whether you hate it or whatever, you got to finish what was poured. That is the rule. Water's your friend. Water's your friend. Is it mouthwash? Are you gargling?
God.
The bourbon blend sponsored by BioLite.
Exactly. It's definitely not sponsored by that pig.
It tastes like dirty ashtray. Like, honestly, and it's like super sour. Like,
served in a dirty
it's like
ashtray.
Flintstone vitamins and a dirty ashtray together is what it tastes like to me. Oh my God, my eyes are watering. I'm no shit, man. It's so bad. Oh my God. If you go to Elixir Spirits, like, they have a lot of cool shit there, and that old boy that runs that place is awesome. But do not buy this.
Well, is it possible he also has a different palate than you?
Well, I don't think
Obviously.
I don't think me and that old boy grew up in the same neighborhood or anything like
No,
that.
obviously it has a different palate.
Now,
Cuz says Parker's Double is my favorite.
Ravin asked, do you think the barrel had a rotten stave? It
Oh,
was tainted.
interesting.
Why not open that, guys?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it tastes terrible. Terrible.
Call Me Biscuit says, never pour that Discovery, JGT, that green. Yeah, that's all I got left. Cuz had the last pour out of that, actually.
He won't pour it. I'll just upend it one day.
And AU Law 20 just says, nice. He's like the guy he's like the girl in the meme that like has the house on fire behind her, and she's like. He's so happy.
I used to work with a girl that knows that kid.
She knows the kid.
She knows the kid and the mom. And the kid, college was paid for based on stuff from that.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, good for that.
Yeah.
Just what the fuck happened to that bourbon, man? It's so bad.
It's so bad.
Oh my God. I got to finish.
I'm going to, finish with some mellow corn.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to get something I like.
Jay?
I'm going to get something I like. I'll get some Peerless.
We
Wait.
have like 3 bottles of Peerless here. Like, pick one.
Here, we'll try this Foursquare. Hey, cuz, have you had Foursquare lately?
I did get a bottle of that a couple of weeks ago.
Did you open
but I
it?
have not opened it.
Fuck it, we'll have some Foursquare then. Yeah,
Jay,
fuck
why
it.
don't you tell them what Foursquare is?
Oh, word. So that's Bardstown Bourbon Company Foursquare collaboration. So that's a rum. This will be
Rum finish.
It's gonna be a rum finish, and as Bardstown Bourbon Company does, they put the on the until they did this fucking last. Their Discovery
start
is
making
now
their own stuff.
white label with red writing, which gets a little bammery for me. But they up until then they had been putting all the stuff on the side here, and I don't think they do that for that.
I thought
one.
that this was like their stuff now, right? Isn't that what they're giving out now in their Discovery?
Well, no, Discovery Series is still blended.
Okay.
Their origin stuff is their own juice.
All right, so this Foursquare is 90% Indiana 7-year, which means MGP, 10% Tennessee 17-year. Which is probably Dickel, right?
That would be my
Almost
guess.
certainly.
Probably.
And they're going to finish it for 23 months in Foursquare rum barrels.
That's a long time.
Bardstown Bourbon Company, Foursquare. Cuz has a bottle, but he hasn't opened
finish?
it. And almost 2 years.
That's
right?
a long time.
So I would expect this sumbitch right here to be sweet, 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 sweet.
Pass it over that way for him to come.
Oh, here you go, cousin. Do you want me to? If you want some, dude. I mean, you don't.
I definitely want some, but they're still.
There's still
I,
stuff
I
in
do
it.
not
He's
want to
already
waste
backed
what's
up.
in
I
my
got
glass now. So.
Hey, you Law, this is your fault, bro.
Yes.
This is absolutely your fault. Cassidy P says, I was given the Parker's double for my wife for my birthday this year. Shocked. I mean, I already knew his wife was a keeper because she went to the races with him and stuff
Yes,
and got all that stuff
that's-
sent to me, but appreciate you, bro.
That's a baller right
yeah,
there.
that's a baller right there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's much better. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. AU256 says, Courtney, still got to get your Bourbon Trail Rex.
Yeah, you know where I am. You got to hit me up.
Uh-oh.
I know. We talked about
Where
this,
are we
though.
going here? I don't understand that.
Oh, stop.
Ravin says, I'm about to say it. 1
1
a.m.
a.m.
beaches. I
You
wish I
can
got a
say that on
picture.
September 9th because it will be 1 a.m.
Oh, it's going to be past 1 a.m. Dude, Cousin Denton are going to be back from the fucking game in Tuscaloosa.
And they're going to have to just make sure. All I ask is that he's breathing
Hey,
and hydrated. Hydrated is good.
I will bring water.
bring water or
Bring
BioLite.
BioLite. You could bring BioLite because what does it do, Jay? What does BioLite
Well,
do?
BioLite, that's a great question, Courtney. It helps with dehydration, cramps, fatigue, upset stomach, overindulgence, and flatulence.
Well, you
Yeah.
will definitely have cramps from all of your drinking experiences.
So what I was thinking was I'll throw some BioLite in the fridge, and then Cousin, when he comes by, can grab the BioLite out of the fridge and then help me. Because I'm going to need help.
We can do that.
C-Web can help me. I know he's going to be a benefit, but that may not be enough.
Probably need backup.
I feel like Becky would probably help a lot, but Becky's
She's
gonna
got
be,
priorities.
She's got something else she's got to be
We'll
doing.
need our
I
own
get it.
BioLite.
Yes, we will need our own. We're taking a case ourselves.
Wait, Chris H., you may know him as Cuz, says, where are the breadsticks? Oh my goodness, what
Are you
happened
trying to
here?
start something over here, Cuz?
No, I don't think he was starting anything.
I think he
was
is
just
starting
saying
something.
He would like to see the breadsticks.
Cuz is starting the breadsticks. Cuz.
Not nice.
Cuz.
It's not nice.
Cuz we love the breadsticks.
Cuz.
The breadsticks play, man.
The thing is, I really actually need breadsticks to throw at you because that's what the truth was during the event. Is I said, you bitches better get over here and eat these breadsticks.
The breadsticks are a bourbon blend legend. So
Well, yeah.
Blenders love.
The half-eaten breadsticks, not just like there's a bite off of each end of each one.
Dob the Bomb says, insanity, $200 a pour. Faith has Hirsch 16-year for 120.
That is true. Show the list from the Nook. I
fuck,
told
you're
you
right.
this.
We still have photos. Stop.
Go
I have
photos.
failed you, bro. Let's go to photo. Hey.
I know. Well, can we avoid that photo?
All right, so it's photo time, right?
Yeah, not
So
that
here's
one.
the Nooks. This is their bourbon
List.
list, and you can see Faith, who is the co-owner of that place,
Mm-hmm.
with her padre and possibly her wife. It takes a lot of.
They have
Pride.
very reasonable prices for the amount of bourbon that they have.
Now, the one that really sticks out to me here, this is going to be a very subtle one that a lot of people aren't going to give a shit about, but Blue Note 9-year at $9 a pour. Holy shit, that stuff's been extinct for like 18
It says
months.
$10, but that's okay.
Thank you, Courtney. It was.
But I don't think
The-
anybody's going to argue over
The
$1.
Crossroads is 9. The Blue Note 9-year is 10. So I don't want to say his name, although they know who it is. He warned me about 6 months ahead of time. Blue Note's running out of 9-year, and it's going to be off the market soon. So I went and hoarded it, and I've got 4 bottles still, plus another one that's like a high proof 9-year. God damn it! And it is gone. It is absolutely off the market. So I was trying to drink them dry of that shit. Like I love Blue Note 9-year. Cuz thoughts?
Blue Note 9-year was solid. It was a good bourbon. I don't know that I have a Blue Note 9-year left. I have
But you've got a Blue Note.
17 years.
Yes, you do. Yeah, of course you do.
That reminded me a lot of Michter's.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
That was what that 17-year.
They're asking $19 for Prisoner Series pours, which I would not pay. This one says Bardstown Collaboration Cherry Cask. I don't know that one. If I had seen that, I probably would have hit that. Barrel Dovetail Gold Label Limited Release. I actually
you did
tasted
hit
that
that.
because my guy Ace Pippin paid for that. For me to do that. And what a stud that guy is. Wow. Ooh, interesting. Got a text there from Caleb, who's out there at the, let's see, Andalusia at Op Game. Yes. Becky is a huge fan. I'm sorry, Denton's mom. I didn't mean to out you there. She's a huge fan of Basil Hayden. And they have Basil Hayden 10-year, Basil Hayden Toast, and Basil Hayden Subtle Smoke.
Not so much.
Ma'am?
Not so much.
Oh, you're not a fan. Okay. I've never heard of the Basil Hayden Subtle Smoke, honestly. I didn't even know that existed, but I don't care.
This is a very impressive list here.
It really is. Look at all the Calumets. 8-year, 12-year, 14-year, 15-year, 16 years, $19. That's not bad. Clyde Mays, 10-year, 11-year. Old Elk, bunch of Old Elks. Cuz likes Old Elks a little bit more maybe than some.
The Old Elk wheated, not the regular wheated, but the higher proof. There's some stuff in the 115 range and stuff like that. It is a little sweet, but once you get past that, couple sips in, really good stuff.
Pours in.
You guys know how I feel about Noah's Mill. When Auburn loses a game
No,
this
that
year, when they
Rounds
fucking lay
Creek.
an egg against some shitty
Noah's
team.
Mill or Rounds Creek, both of them
Terrible.
suck ass.
Fucking terrible.
Even though we
man.
like Willett, those two are just terrible. in
Joseph
my opinion.
Magnus is $14. That's a fair price, I think.
Yes. All these prices are very reasonable.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see one that was bad. I do have another one to share. That's Nook 1. We'll go
Page
to Nook
2.
2. Yeah, oops, my bad. This is page 2. Courtney goes, make sure and get both pages.
Of course I
I
did.
said, hell, I got you, girl. No
It's
problem.
got some of my favorite on here. We've got all the Thomas S. Moore
So
ones.
the Willet 8-year weeded bourbon, 8-year. We have a, is this a, oh, this is an 8-year.
It is 8-year. That is
So it's
it.
this one. Mm-hmm. It's this one. Mm-hmm. They're asking for $79 a pour of that, Courtney.
Yep.
Thoughts on that?
Jeez.
I think it's very good.
No,
I would
it's
prefer
solid.
the
That's
other
solid.
Willet Purple Top than the weeded one. And that's very surprising for me because I typically like a weeded bourbon. But I like the other Willet Estate. 8-year. Yeah.
No,
Purple
estate.
Top 8.
Purple
It's
Top
usually about
estate.
8-year. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's better too. Did we
So
see
it was
anything else
interesting
here?
when we were there
You guys gotta go to
because
work in the morning or whatever?
we had some folks. Well, everybody
Well, I
does,
mean-
Jay. Everybody has to work.
Well,
I mean, everybody. But anyway, the Thomas S. Moore is like one of my favorites. Easy go-to. Is an easy first-time drink, in my opinion.
but you don't like the Chardonnay. That's the
I
only
do not
one
like
you
the
don't
Chardonnay.
But
But I like
cask.
the port cask and the
Sauvignon.
Sauvignon. Yes, I
sure.
like both of those. And there's also another one.
You like everything but white. Like
Right.
anything but
And
white.
but that was
Madeira.
I did have some folks that wanted some recommendations, and I gave them that, and they said they liked it at the time. They could have been pulling my leg, but I definitely enjoyed it.
Let's see. Russell's Reserve Private Barrel ABC Sale. Is that what it says up there? That's the gold. That's the Russell's with the gold ornate writing. Mm-hmm. $9 is, I think, totally fair for that. So yeah, lots of great ones. If you're up in Huntsville, like the Nook, I think that's a no-brainer. I
It's a really cool little spot too, where they have live music outside. They have a menu of definitely food that you can help with your liquor intake.
Yeah, we had the. We had
They
the
have a
sampler.
bar inside, and then they have this like little bourbon corner bar, which has all these delicious options. It is a really nice spot, very friendly, and I would definitely recommend it when you are in
Good
the
stuff,
Huntsville
Courtney.
area.
And we love Faith.
Oh, Faith she is a bomb. We didn't see her because she was busy washing dishes because that's kind of baller she is.
Yeah, I really like Faith, but yeah. I mean,
Jay, what's this drink right here?
This is a strawberry
Basil smash.
basil smash. Thank
Yes.
you, Rebecca. We had this at
The bubbly,
the Bubbly Hen on Sunday.
I made Jay go for brunch,
I
y'all.
wasn't sure, guys. Like I'm
He
not a
wasn't.
brunch guy.
He wasn't interested in it.
And Courtney was like, "Hey, I saw this one of these drinks went out," and she was like, "Hey, maybe we should ask about this." And so she
What
did.
time
and-
were y'all there? We went Sunday.
Oh, we were on the way back from the hospital,
Ah,
so
we
it
went
was like we
early.
need a drink. So we pulled in here, and I had
Wait, didn't we just talk about this earlier?
no. We talked about the drink, but we didn't talk
Oh.
about where we went. We were there probably pretty early because we were there pretty early, like 10:30 or 11, something like that. But we were not planning on actually having a drink. We were just planning on food, and then we sat at the bar.
True.
And the bartenders and the, I guess, barista,
Barista.
okay?
Yep.
Yes.
They were busy, they were knocking it out of the park. I was enjoying watching folks
They
that are
really
really,
had-
good at their job.
Yeah, they were good.
And they were both really good at their job. And I was like, hey, what'd you just make over there? And he's like, oh, well, it has bourbon in it. And I'm like, I love it. What is it? So he made us one.
Two.
Yeah, and so it actually has 2 ounces of bourbon and smashed strawberries in it, muddled strawberries.
Muddle.
Yes, with a little bit of basil and the little garnish on there. It was It was
It was really,
good.
That's probably the best bourbon
was
mixed
a
drink I've ever had.
Best cocktail I've probably had in a long time.
was really
It was
good.
really good.
So we need to make these at home, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Well,
Alrighty then.
typically they're not made with bourbon.
That on the side.
We can take that creative
Mm-hmm.
license.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, who's going to stop us?
Nobody.
Exactly.
We ran into this at Windmill. This was the bourbon single barrel pick. So we had a 14-year that tasted like asshole.
Well, I have to tell you, after our
14
latest,
year, yeah.
after Jay's endorsement earlier, like I don't think that this is something that we would have picked up, and especially for $145 and 79 cents.
Yes.
I love the 79 cents.
Call Me Biscuit has asked specifically about the butthole bourbon again. You know, what was it? You know,
The butthole bourbon.
Well, I got to work through my way here. Let's
There's
see.
so much fun. I love in here you call butthole bourbon.
All right, Raven says Jay is making an infinity glass. AU Law 20 says you're welcome because he's the one that prompted me to open all this shit that I didn't want to open.
Yes.
And Courtney's sitting there pounding it. Cassie DP says, at what point does it make sense to have a BioLite IV bag?
Oh, true. That is like
What?
that's like
Wait,
the most
what?
California thing you can do, right?
Call Me Biscuit says, Courtney, can I volunteer myself and Kanuman as babysitters?
Oh, I would love it. If you all are available, you have to come.
I've got room for you guys. to get
Yes,
there.
if you all are available, you have to come.
Raven said that looked delicious.
It was
Almost,
an amazing cocktail, and I was not anticipating that at 11 a.m. on a Sunday, but we really did need a cocktail.
Call Me Biscuit says, what was the bourbon JGT drank?
Which one?
Oh, it was Foursquare. I'm sorry. He probably knows now. But
This is the good one.
he can't see it on this, but it's Bardstown Foursquare rum collaboration. Major Zero says Blue Note is distilled here in Memphis. That is, well,
Yes, that is. Well, it
it's
is.
bottled in Memphis. We don't necessarily think it's all distilled in Memphis, but I just picked up a Blue Note juke joint. That is good stuff. I like juke joint. Cloud Biscuit says, what's the price on Weller's Black 12 year? Weller Black 12 year is probably secondary market.
I think he was talking about at the Nook, because you had the price.
Oh, at the
list up.
Nook. Shit, I don't know.
And we'd have to go back and look at that.
Do we want to do that? Do we want to take it to Courtney?
I don't remember seeing. I wouldn't have
got you.
gotten. I wouldn't have gotten Weller there, but
They don't have Weller on here. Did they have Weller 12?
go back. Go on the other menu,
Yes, ma'am.
please.
I figured it'd be under W.
Yeah, but I don't see it on here, so it must not have been there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been drinking it anyway. I think it's one of the most overrated ones there around anywhere.
So,
But-
like, if you want to
but
buy
145?
Weller Black on secondary, what are you going to pay these days, Jay? Because
300-ish, 250 to 300. I'm just telling you, that's what it goes for. I mean, Cuz has some, and you pay for.
we got it at the December allocation
Yeah.
event, and we play retail for it,
Yeah,
maybe
like $80.
$80 for it. You know, I like the Weller 12 year, but
You're not paying secondary.
$70 is fair. Like $300.
absolutely, I would not pay secondary prices
No.
for it.
Stoop Up in the house says, hello guys, sorry I'm late. Stoop Up is the one that sent us the.
yes, oh, that was really cool. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Stoop Up sent us a it's like a church that plays Amazing Grace.
It's a really cool,
It's a
like
woodworking
little
thing, and apparently his
yes, that was
father
really
makes
cool.
those. Yeah.
And it totally fits in with our decor.
It really did.
Very cool. Thank you very much for
I
that.
sent him a picture.
Very kind.
I sent him a picture.
Very kind.
Dodd DeBon says the old age stated on Noah's Mill was when I was around Willett 10 years ago was literally the bomb effing killer. Wow. So he really liked Noah's Mill back in the day, but he's
Old
kind of,
age stated.
but he's suggesting that it's kind of ass now, like, which is true.
I will tell you, it is not something I want to drink.
Okay.
Now, I have to give clarification to that. I've not had it in a minute. So I might have to try it again and I guess grin and bear it, right?
Water.
Wait, is that something you do?
Sometimes it is.
Okay.
Sometimes you just have to grin and bear it, right,
Major
guys?
Zero says Willett.
Right, ladies?
Will it-
Sometimes you do. Moving right along.
Major Zero says Willett Bourbon Pot Still Reserve tastes like a Band-Aid smell. You know, I don't think that's that bad of a take, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of that particular bourbon. A lot of people covet it like it's something really important. Calling Biscuit says, what is the name again on JGT's butthole bourbon? Now, listen, I don't want to give this guy too much trouble. Hold on, I better bounce over to the main scene on this one. I don't want to give this guy too much trouble, but Tarek, who runs this Elixir Spirits in...
He has a different palate than Jay has. We'll just say that.
Hold on, he runs a place there, Elixir,
Right?
in Laverne, or what is it called?
It's
Spring
called
Hill. Spring Hill. It's an amazing place to go get bourbon. It's just this
There's a lot of
particular
choices.
bottle I think tastes like ass. That's all. That's all. He's got 300 bottles that taste great. This is a bad one. I let him talk me into it. I knew I wasn't going to like it. I fucking bought it anyway, and it tastes like butthole.
That's okay.
Although
You have to try some
Chris
stuff.
doesn't love it, but he doesn't think it tastes like butthole. He thinks it tastes like toothpaste or Flintstones vitamins.
What do you think it tastes like, Cuz?
It just tastes like it was finished in a secondary barrel for too long.
It tastes, it's so similar to something else I said that we had that tastes like dirt.
There's an edge to it.
An earthy taste.
It's to me, it's very winey.
Word.
Okay.
There is a lot of wine finish
Wine.
to it, and
Wine.
I'm not a big wine person, so
It's fair. Me neither. AU256 says, wanted to try the port cask where the bartender
Yes,
couldn't
because
get the
I
bottle
had
open.
shared that with him that he needed that. Do you remember this? He broke the cork broke
He broke it
as
off
he was
in
trying
it.
to get it. And I said, well, you know what that means? That means that we just get the bottle for free.
Right.
And he didn't agree with
He didn't
that.
agree
But
with
I
And
know. I was
don't know
hoping
if
that would work.
You were
but
hoping you were trying to work faith into that, and she wasn't really having.
She was like, no, just get the bottle opener out, the wine opener
Stu
out.
Pub says brunch is the El Camino of meals, best or worst of both worlds, depending on your point of view.
You know, you have to be in the mood for brunch. Like, you have to know you're going in for brunch, right?
I'm pro brunch. I'm pro brunch. It's the meal of day drinking. So
Okay,
Becky
I
loves
like
day
that.
drinking.
Typically, I would say brunch is more of a female acquired thing.
Wait,
True?
I want.
I would say, as a rule, women are usually more excited about going to brunch than
Yes.
dudes are.
Yes.
Now,
Now,
they'll go
after
with
this
us.
drink, Jay's like, you know what? Brunch is good.
No, I'll never say that.
You wouldn't say that.
No, I mean I don't hate
Was
it.
your sausage gravy and biscuits good?
Yeah, because I had to get a sausage with gravy on it. That was the best I could do, and it was really good. That was the best sausage and gravy I've had. But like, it's still like not something. I'm not into breakfast. I just don't like breakfast.
We aren't normally breakfast people, so
You
that
might
makes
be.
sense.
You like
no, I'm not
breakfast.
normally. I don't.
You'll
Like
sleep
in a
through
general
brunch.
sense, you do.
Well, if you get up at 5 a.m., yeah, you want some breakfast. I mean,
That's funny.
well, I mean, you know, sometimes the Nature Valley oat and honey granola bar just doesn't quite hit.
Cassidy P says $80 for Weller 12. Just paid $44.99 a month ago.
Oh, that's rude.
He's trying to talk down to you guys, and I'm not happy with it. I don't like it.
Oh, Dob Devon
Dr.
says
Devon was
that.
talking
okay.
about the Noah's Mill.
Noah's Mill.
Yeah, it says no, it's bad now for sure. Yeah, it is.
Well, the thing is, Rowan's Creek is actually like the name of the creek that's near the Willett Distillery. And so I'm like,
It
this
is
should be
fucking
really.
creek water.
Yeah, it does. It tastes like dirty creek water. Fresh creek water is delicious. If you get a fresh spring water, it is delicious. Why are you? What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's just the whole thing where like,
What?
I
What,
don't-
Jay? I can't wait to hear this.
I'm just saying like I grew up in a fucking subdivision in San Diego. I don't know what fresh spring water tastes like. I don't know.
Some of us grew up outside a suburb. Moving right along. But this is the guy today who tells me
Prospect is
I'm
a
going to be
suburb.
able to tell you all about the snakes that I know about.
I said I get it correct 20% of the time. 20% is all I said.
Jay's like, oh, isn't he cute? No, he's not cute.
I'm
Move
on
along.
a subreddit about what is this snake, and I try to identify snakes. And I get it right about 20% of the time, but a lot of snakes are not poisonous, and they're cute.
That is correct. A lot of snakes are not poisonous, but the ones that are, Jay, the 80% that you get wrong will bite you in the ass.
No, like, I don't necessarily get them wrong, I just don't want to guess, because I feel like I'm guessing. But yeah, I don't want to mess with a copperhead or a rattler or whatever, a timber rattler. I don't want that. But like a racer, one of those king snakes, they're not going to
Corn
bite.
snake, they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, a corn snake's not going to mess with you. We need them.
We were just talking about a corn snake today. That's the only snake I've ever handled is a corn snake.
Don DeBon says, let's go back and have fun with Tarok. Won't let you down twice. Tarok or Tarok, he's the guy who owns the Elixir Spirits, and the guy's a stud. His place
Oh my
is
God,
amazing.
he has a lot of.
I want you guys to go there. Like he is absolutely in control of his place, and he was really cool. He let us film there. He was as cool as shit. I just didn't like that particular point.
Yeah.
That's all. We got the four-gate from there, and we
We're
love
gonna
it.
get the Foregate, yes.
Ravin says Flintstone's vitamin that came off the floor of a bowling alley.
True.
Sent you a picture, Jay. Identify.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God. Let me see.
Oh. I don't know, but there's like a child holding it. Like, I don't think we should.
This is the picture that Becky sent, right? Oh God. It was way too big. That's not your fault though.
Is this you holding it?
It is.
Is it really?
Oh, look at baby Becky. Look how cute she
So
is.
whatever
Look at baby Denton's mom.
whatever snake that is, it has had a good meal. It is eaten well.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna say that's a water snake.
No,
It's not venomous.
it's a rattlesnake.
That's not a. She's
Yes,
not.
it is
Ding,
a
ding,
rattlesnake.
ding, ding, ding.
It's a
It's not a
rattlesnake.
rattlesnake.
She didn't go
Why
pick
the
it
fuck
up.
would they allow you to hold a
She
rattlesnake
didn't go
like
pick
that?
it up out of the driveway. It's dead.
It's dead, Jay. The head's cut off of it.
You're like 6 or 8 or
Here's
something.
the
That
thing.
could've killed you.
Here's the thing. If the head's cut off of it, it is definitely not going to hurt you
Correct.
for many things.
That's correct. On all counts.
It will not spit on you. Moving right along. Okay.
Moving right along, dum-de-dum. Cassidy P says, I never met a meal or a mealtime I didn't like. Brunch, good. Lunch, good. Snack, good. Hot brown any time of the day, good.
Oh,
We love a
hot brown.
We do
There
love
you
a
go.
hot brown. We do love a hot brown.
He's pulling a little Kentucky rootage there.
Commitment says,
Like
love
it.
breakfast foods, however, rarely eat breakfast. That's kind of how I feel like. I just
Yes.
don't.
I mean, how can you not like bacon, sausage?
Also, Cuz says, food
Eggs.
good. I think we would agree with that. Yeah, everybody loves that. Oh, and also, AU Law 20 says, you all rock. Good night, and breakfast for dinner is the best.
Oh,
Breakfast
breakfast
for
for dinner
dinner.
is really tasty.
Solid.
It is tasty. I mean, when else do you get a pancake
Wait.
in the PM hours?
Tori
right?
W came back.
Yep.
She said, my friend won $750 on $5 at Wind Creek Casino on our way down to the beach. Whoop, whoop.
Ah, are you on your way to the beach, Tori?
Wait,
Weber?
yeah, what the hell, man?
I'm confused.
Is that why you had to leave? You were going to the fucking beach? Like,
Good for you, if so.
Cuz said, yo, Tori, I thought you were out.
Exactly.
We all did too.
I know, right?
Who knew? See, Tori said, thought I was too. Not quite. Got to finish my drink, LOL.
Look at that.
Is it fair to say that she probably won't be partying with us tomorrow night? I don't know.
Sounds like she's on the way to the beach.
Cassidy Pieces, thanks, cuz. Really wasn't hating on that Weller 12 cost. Truly shocked because I didn't think ABC charged over MSRP.
Oh, well, I don't think they're supposed to. I think it depends on who the manager is of your local ABC
Man,
store.
I just burped and I still smell Flintstones from that fucking elixir shit. AU256 says, got roped into brunch with bottomless mimosas a few weeks ago in Atlanta.
Oh.
Was the start of a damn good day of day drinking.
Hey,
He was with a
listen.
girl, 100%. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about
you
it.
can't. Yeah, you're stuck with a girl. Jay has done the same thing. He will not admit to it openly.
No, I'm telling you right now.
He came up.
I don't think
to the
Chris was
tipping
there.
point.
Chris, you weren't
No.
there.
The three of us.
There's 3 of us.
Yes,
yeah.
and we finished way too many bottles for 3
At
people.
least, at minimum 3 carats.
No, it was like 5 or 6.
It was, I said at least.
It was
3.
very embarrassing.
6.
It was one of those.
What, were
The
you
next day,
counting?
you're like, please, Jesus, let this be a personal day.
That's exactly.
Oh my God, look who this is. Archie's in the fucking
Archie,
chat.
I
Oh
love
my
you,
God.
Archie. Thank you for joining us, Archie.
One of the bunker legends. Been in the bunker
Archie
since-
knows his bourbon shit stuff.
And he shares, like Dob the Bomb
Yes.
does. He says, speaking of Foregate, just procured a batch 28 Kelvin collaboration 4, maybe their best release yet.
Archie, when are we going to see you next, buddy?
Yeah, we just saw him Thursday. We probably won't
It's time
him
to see you again.
Dude, we love
Yes.
Archie, man. What a stud.
Oh,
that
he
guy
is a stud.
Dob the Bomb says, Archie is here.
Yes,
What?
we love it.
Man, I'm fired up about that, yo. Raven says, anyone ever had the catfish at Cracker Barrel for breakfast?
That sounds freaking awful.
I'm like Joaquin Phoenix going.
That sounds awful. But thank you for sharing.
Uh-oh, look at this. We got a Maddie T. He says,
Oh,
hey.
Lord. Maddie T, aren't you supposed to be working right now?
She's under the tent.
Under the tent at recruitment, sneaking a peek.
Oh, nice.
Madison Tate, our...
What's up, Maddie? Have you had any girls crying on you tonight?
She's our sergeant-at-arms usually, although Cuz or Becky is
Yes,
going
they had
be
to
our
take the
sergeant-at-arms
place.
tonight.
Mads, has anybody been
Cuz said,
crying
Mads,
on
you
you?
late. And then Kanuman says, Maddie.
I need to know, has anybody been crying tonight?
Corey Dubs says,
Maddie was
made it.
really hoping she didn't have to call anybody and tell them they didn't make it.
T-Web says, we won't last weekend. Wait, what? We went last week when Corey was in Orlando. I was lonely.
Oh, okay, I got you. She's saying she went last weekend. To
Oh,
the
she went
beach.
last weekend.
Gotcha.
Wait, B. Haynes? Are you in the
Yeah.
chat too?
Oh, look at that. Wow, she's a multitasker.
Stu Pup says, I feel fancy when I do a brunch. Yeah, that is very
That
bougie.
is true.
It is bougie. I
It's
agree.
bougie.
It's a very Lisa Vanderpump thing to do.
Listen, don't be knocking my Lisa Vanderpump. I love me some Lisa.
Wait, I do too. I was hoping we were going to see her.
No, but oh boy. Oh, did I send that picture? Whew.
You talking about that old boy that you took a picture with?
Oh my God, y'all.
Yeah, I was really hoping to see
Maddie said we
Stassi.
have criers.
Oh my God, no. Is that true?
Oh, you have criers?
Maddie T says, I'm doing my Pi Chi duty. So she's, as I mentioned earlier, she's a rush counselor. She's helping these kids kind of go through
That
rush.
sucks. I'm sorry,
of
babe. I'm
giving
sorry,
them-
Mads.
Giving them advice as
I
they go
won't send the
through.
picture of her and her little group, but they're cute.
Well, I mean, whatever. Oh, Maddie says, we got some criers.
Aww.
Criers, whatever. Oh, there she is. She's very sympathetic.
Well,
She's going to be a nurse, y'all.
she was just the two spellings. You notice she spelled it.
Raven
one way
says,
and
is Maddie
spelled it-
choreographing the sorority TikTok? No, Maddie she's a counselor, so she's working with, that's so funny. She's working with the girls that are going through Rush. They don't know what sorority she's in, and she is neutral for the time being.
Yeah, so basically she just helps them along in the recruitment process.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, she's the person that has to call them if they don't get any offers back. So like she has to call them and tell them.
And I'm not trying to, I'm not going too far here. Maddie thought that, she thought all her girls were going to be able to get in somewhere. She thought she had a really
Right.
good group.
I mean,
so did
but-
she say she had to call somebody?
No, I mean, not yet. They won't know till the end of
Oh, okay,
tonight.
okay.
Because it's Thursday. They won't know yet. But
Maddie says, ha ha ha, Raven, I'm with the freshman girls. Yeah, the girls
Yeah.
that just got to school, whatever. Call Me Biscuit says, Maddie taking that job. Proud parents. I mean, Rokai is an
she
important part of the
doesn't.
process.
She didn't get
to be
paid
fair.
shit for it, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's not really a job.
No,
but
it's not. It's
Cuz said an advisor. That's exactly right. She's
Yes.
an advisor.
so you're trying to help out along the way.
Also, Kanuman, I missed this earlier. He says, I drink with my pinky sticking out at brunch.
Nice.
That's my guy right there, man. You got any more bourbon?
We have plenty right in front of you, Jay.
Are we going to crack any more, Cordy? I got one I would like to crack right now.
What? You already cracked a big one.
Uh-oh. Oh, I actually want to talk about this picture.
Okay.
This picture gets me a little bit upset.
Why does this picture get you a little
Well,
upset?
we'll talk about it. So let me go over to our photo area here. And sorry, guys. It just takes me a second to kind of clear this off. Because I want to give this the... where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So here's the picture. This
Look,
is
I've got
from-
crazy eyes.
Yeah,
Like
what
I
are-
look crazy
Like,
in
what
this
are you-
picture.
what are you doing?
I look a little psycho. Maddie looks happy as a lark, doesn't she?
She looks a little happier than I would like.
Yes. And I look crazy. I look like the psycho bitch you want to like
Okay, so
flush her phone
this
number.
picture was taken at Sur, which is the restaurant. Sur, S-U-R.
Yes.
Taken in North Hollywood.
Yes.
And this is Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant.
Correct.
That is the basis for the show Vanderpump Rules.
Correct.
And you can see Courtney and Maddie are here, and this very handsome, he's a manager.
He is the manager of Sir. So like he's on the reality show Vanderpump Rules.
And where's
And
your-
what's really freaking crazy is I actually heard him like 2 rooms away, and I was like, oh my God, that's Peter. That's the manager. And Maddie's like, I'm not going to go up there. And I was like, I am. And then all of a sudden I got up and she's like, okay, I'm going to go see him too.
That's exactly how it happened.
Yes.
But I
He
wanna,
is a handsome devil.
where's your husband?
Oh, you're sitting at the table. I left your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serious. Like,
But look at my crazy eyes. I look like a psycho bitch. I look like the one that you're like, do not leave like a pet around.
You're going to put a bunny in the pot?
Like, I look crazy in this picture. Maddie looks cute, but I look crazy in this picture. But
Man.
yes, no, he was super nice. He knows, he goes through this probably every night. But he is a very tall, very nice man. But anyway, yeah. Where were you, Jay?
I got left at the fucking table. I was by myself. Although
was.
there were a couple like.
Oh, so the same thing happened at like the other 2 tables around us, right?
Yeah.
The women get up and fucking bolt when they see him, right?
And I just kind of like was looking at the guy. I was like, "What's up?"
Hey,
man?"
what's
He
up,
goes-
guys?
He goes, "I'm from Texas." I go, "I'm from Alabama," and he was like, "I got it." We kind of
Yeah.
Kinda
Anyway,
we
he was very nice and polite and took all the pictures that needed
Subo
to be
says,
taken.
"My wife is a nurse. You need to have a little mean about you." I don't know what that's a reference to, but we've dealt with nurses here in the last week. Against our will, kind of. And nurses do have to have a little bit of mean about them.
They have to have some balls.
I
like
love,
you have to.
I
you
love
have
nurses.
Yeah.
I love nurses. They do some real work.
Yeah. Impressive stuff.
Particularly Hayden, who
Yeah.
was
Well, not only
particularly-
that, she was cute on top of it. So, I mean, that helped.
Didn't hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
It certainly didn't hurt.
It didn't hurt Jay for that problem.
I was like,
Yeah, because she was a baller and she was cute.
she
so.
had, yeah. If I was like 12 years old, I would have really been into her. She was very, very young. Seriously, stop this shit. Like, nobody fucking cares. It's what I tell my cat all the time when he starts meowing. I go, Mom, nobody cares.
Yeah, and you say, Sammy, nobody cares.
She goes,
Shut the
get
fuck
me
up.
out of here. I was like, no.
It was like a Satan call.
My mom was so mad at me. She was mad at her, too.
Oh, yeah, she's mad at me. Because I don't play, so.
Raven says, make sure you're using good sunscreen at Maddie. Yeah, this
True.
fucking time of night, you better have some good sunscreen. Yeah. Maddie T says, yes, Peter's so fine.
Yes, he was. Oh, he was fine.
Wait, Raven says he looks greasy. Raven,
Well,
wait, are you qualified to determine that?
he may
Off
have had
one
more
picture?
makeup on than I had, but, it is California.
Soup Up says, I need to find a good, cuz you need to keep your ears open on this one. I need to find a good game day bourbon for 23. 22 bourbon was all about getting blasted to coke. Not sure I need to do that this year.
That isn't.
Esteem.
The Redemption Wheated.
Redemption weeded, yes. Thanks, guys.
It's
I'll have the red one.
It's
95
right
to
there.
100 proof, somewhere around there. It's a. There you go. It's a good game day bourbon.
Yeah, 90 proof, right? 96 proof, actually.
I think the reason that you chose that is also partially due to the name.
Yeah, the name.
The name helps.
Because we
Well, I mean, Auburn does need a little redemption after that
shitty
West
ass
Coast
season last year.
fuckface yell.
Hey,
sorry.
wait a minute. Hold on.
That wasn't nice.
You were supposed to have.
I told you when they took that family picture and Jordan Hare, I said, this is never going to work.
No, she did say that. That was
Oh my
like
God.
2 months after he got. No, a month after he got there.
I was like, this is
You know,
never going to work.
Stoltz thinks that Brian Harson's wife might be a man.
Well,
He said that on the show the
Interesting.
other day. She had a
Interesting.
picture the other day from Mexico, and her lips were white. Like what? I wish I had.
Maybe
a
it's
picture.
from.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I stopped.
Raven asked, "How were the breadsticks at that place?"
Okay. We're going to have, when you come to Montgomery, you better bring me some breadsticks from Olive Garden. That's all I have to say.
Kanuman says, "It feels like a Buffalo Trace year. Not the best, however, a good daily drinker gets the job done and is enjoyable." Stoop up.
Oh, that's good. Until you get a little further along in the season and we see if it actually works out the way it should work out.
Oh my God, Courtney! Look, do we have 32,000 viewers?
Oh my
Is this
God, this is crazy.
Look at this. AU256 says, "I went to Sir a few years back, and he brought my table drinks. My wife and all her friends lost their shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
If he had come over to my table, I would have lost my shit too."
We were only a little bit away, but I heard that
I know,
voice
I
and I
looked
said,
over and I
that's
saw it.
Peter. And I mean, I don't normally he's not a celebrity. I mean, he's a reality show, like peripheral, like B-list, but like he looks even better in person than on the show.
Cassidy P says, "I think 2023 is an Old Forester 1910 year. Lower proof so I can actually make it through the end of the game."
That is true. That is good. Good advice
Wouldn't
would
he-
be lower proof. We probably have about 3 minutes left in the show tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see. Call Me Biscuit says, "Family picture 100% AA. I was floored."
That was the most ridiculous
Wait, hold
thing
on.
I've ever
It's a family
seen.
picture. I'm not in it.
That was not. No. That family picture in Jordan Hare was like the
Oh,
most
word,
disgusting
word.
thing. I was
Yeah,
like,
Courtney's
these
like,
people
no
are
way.
not from the South, and even if you're not from the South, you need to come to the South and dress like you're from the South. You don't come in there with like freaking halter tops and like your chesticles hanging out and your butt crack hanging out.
Chesticles.
You do not do that as a representative. And I cannot believe that actually went out. That picture went out.
Well, who the fuck was going to tell him no?
They needed to tell him no. They needed to tell him, cover that shit up.
Cassidy P says, Becky, I'm going to need your help on this. He says, perhaps Kes Harson has the vitiligo? Vitiligo?
Yeah.
What does
that?
that mean?
That's the skin condition where you'll have light patches.
Oh, like Michael Jackson?
It just happened to be on her mouth?
Yes.
Michael Jackson had that?
Inflamed you did, yes.
Guys, can we see the fucking picture? Like, can somebody... I don't know how we can look this picture up. It was on his Instagram, but, I mean, I don't... But it was sent to me. We'll just put it that way. Some of the youngs sent it to me.
I just have to say, that picture, I was just like, no, this
Call
is
Me
never going
Biscuit
to work
says,
out.
where was AU marketing? Well, like...
I agree on that. They were probably in a catch-22, right?
Yeah.
They're like, this is the new coach. This is what he wants to share. But I would have told them when they showed up for that photo shoot,
Yeah.
listen, guys, maybe we want to do this tomorrow instead of today. And we may want to do blank to blank to blank. But they apparently did not agree with that. That was just a hot mess.
Wait,
That's what that was.
Why are we down? What is this? Do we have another...
Kes Harson did that.
Do we have a... Are you still good live over there?
Yeah.
I'm showing like not very many viewers all the
Well, the Kes Harson discussion sent it to
Went
them.
from like 32 to not many. But I don't know. We probably got to be wrapping this up pretty
Yep.
soon because your boys...
Lit.
Yeah, I got to get on the bunker in the morning. I got shit to do. I got to get the brain drain ready for
Wait a
Saturday.
minute, you've got work to do?
I got to get the brain drain ready. That shit's going down Saturday night.
Brain drain, Saturday night, 7 p.m. He didn't tell you what
I didn't give you the time.
7 p.m. Central. His ass will be on the air.
Cassidy P says 1920 is my favorite of the two, but 1910 would be better for game days because it's a lower,
1920
it's
is
a lower proof.
delicious. That is my favorite. That is my go-to, especially if I want to get lit quick.
And then Chris H, last name redacted, says Makers 101 would be a good game day bourbon. I agree with that. That's a terrific
good one.
choice, actually. Cassidy P says, by comparison, quite literally, 2022 is a 1920 for me. Having that for 5+ hours is challenging.
Yes.
How about Stag Junior, bro, at 136 proof?
So let me tell you what happens when you have the 1920 for 5+ hours. That breadstick picture is what happens when you've had that for 5+ hours. Yes. Not that one. That's crazy, bitch. Like, I'm surprised I'm standing with this man.
Yeah, why are you doing
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. I look crazy eyes. It's terrible.
There we go.
But this is what happens when you have that for 5 hours, 1920.
Is that what you were drinking that night?
Yes. That's when I told.
Cuz
That's
is
when I
clamoring
told.
for breadsticks.
So, let me explain this to you. That night,
Yeah.
I told all my staff I would take them shot for shot in bourbon, knowing that none of these ladies drink bourbon. So I was like, oh, I'll be fine. And they're all like, oh no, let's line up.
Oh my God.
They were willing to take it so
And
I
you
could
have a
look
fucking bib on
like
you.
this.
Wait, no, you don't.
It's not a bib, but yeah, that was the, yeah.
Maybe it was one of your more regrettable fashion choices.
Listen,
It's not her worst, though. I wish I had a picture of the worst.
are you talking about the pantsuit?
Yeah.
I knew he'd talk about the pantsuit, y'all. I had a pantsuit in the
She
90s.
she wore a pantsuit in the 90s, too. One of the wedding events.
Yes.
Not with the guys, but with the girls.
You didn't seem to mind the zipper on it, though.
No, you're right. The zipper was
Okay.
great. It had a
All
little,
right.
it had a little pull cord
Pull cord.
so I could get to it. That's what's important, really. Ravin says bread stick.
I'm expecting a Olive Garden gift card from you. Or fresh
Hold on,
hot
hold on.
breadsticks when I see you next time.
The bourbon blend presented by Olive Garden. Olive Garden, where you want to go for all your Italian needs. Wow, that's fucking delicious. Olive Garden for you.
No, Olive Garden when you're lit as fuck and you want to look like a gnome eating food from your kitchen
You do
counter.
look like a gnome, and you're not even short.
I'm not sure. I pulled up the dining room chair to the island.
All right, we're probably got to get going. Because there's some people in this room that got to go to work in the morning. So
Yeah,
I
Jay
don't,
says he has
but
to go to work in the morning.
I just gotta go.
Jay, what time do you have to go to work in
I
the
gotta
morning?
go.
What time is your boss expecting you?
I don't know what time Jim Bay is gonna be there, but we gotta get this thing going. 10 o'clock maybe?
Oh, you're actually going to Auburn tomorrow?
No.
Oh,
I was gonna go
okay.
to the gym tomorrow. And then we're gonna worry about Auburn. Hey, is there anything else we need to drink before we get there?
No,
Okay.
we're done.
Pocket Watch says, the Conversation Club has officially ended. Oh, great. I'm glad you showed up now. What the hell, man? Canoeman says, wow, that is fucking delicious. Olive Garden. We're presented, the bourbon blend is presented by Olive Garden. Olive Garden, where you go for your Italian Jones. Hey now.
However, Fazoli's has entered the chat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I would totally
Who's
jump
entered
in
the
on Fazoli.
chat?
I would totally jump in on Fazoli's.
Stu Pup says Fazoli's is a better drunk breadstick place.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I think I would agree with that.
You don't have to wait as long.
Was it
And they have a drive-through in Montgomery.
Cassidy Pieces Bourbon Blend sponsors BioLite Olive Garden breadsticks only. We're presented by BioLite. It's good for flatulence, though, honestly.
Brought to you by BioLite and the Olive Garden.
Call Me Biscuit says Christmas gift, Olive Garden gift card, and now Rowan's Creek and Butthole Bourbon.
Butthole bourbon.
Butthole Bourbon. Let's see, Cassidy P. Look at this, Courtney. He says used to tear up the Fazoli's on Richmond Road.
Oh
in
my
Lexington.
God! You know how many times we tore that shit up because we
That was
lived.
where your friend.
We lived off of Richmond Road in
That was
Lexington.
where your friend Catherine said.
Oh,
like,
she said, "My lover."
She referred to her lover, and I go, I have literally never heard someone say that in real life. Like, it's only in movies. She referred to a guy as
Only
her
in Red
lover.
Shoe Diaries.
Her fucking lover. I was like, that guy's got a 2-inch dick if he's got a fucking inch. And sure enough, she dumped him because his dick was too small.
Oh, the Fazoli's on Richmond Road, man. We tore that shit up.
Seriously,
or they
Cassidy,
probably are not in business anymore
Like, we
because of
literally
what
put
we
them-
did there.
We put them out of business.
We
in
violated them.
94 through 97, we actually just
We would
absolutely
go
tore
eat
them
in
out.
when they had the all-you-can-eat, and we would be like,
Oh, they did have all-you-can-eat.
bitches, show me all-you-can-eat.
Show me the spaghetti!
all you can eat. I'll show you all you can eat in breadsticks.
Pocket Watch says I had a BioLite earlier in anticipation.
I like the BioLite IV idea. Like we just need to like set up
Well,
one.
it's fucking called BioLite IV.
No, I mean like we need to set it up as like an IV.
All right, you guys got to go to work in the morning. You got to
We're
go to
all
work
ready
in the
to
morning.
go.
I don't necessarily have to
Yeah.
go to work in the morning, but that's fine. Whatever. So we'll bounce out of here. We got 13,000 viewers. I feel like we have more though. Like.
Okay,
but
well,
whatever.
you can feel whatever you want.
You can't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Give him that.
So we're gonna wrap it up there. I want to give a big shout out to all the legends who super chatted, who were
No.
here for us tonight. I think Pocket Watch is the first person to actually chat, but Ravin was up in here. Cassidy P was up in here. Call Me Biscuit was
I
up in
think
here.
Pocket Watch and Canoeman said they were coming for
T-Web.
babysitting hours for Jay. Pretty sure I heard
Ravin
that.
has been amazing tonight. Wow. Zero with his haul earlier.
If I have to go
Dob
to,
the Bomb.
if,
It's been
if-
amazing.
if
Archie
Fazoli-
showed up.
If Fazoli's is
Stu
open,
Pup.
if Fazoli's is open, I'm getting the baked spaghetti.
Wait, you like a baked chicken?
Baked spaghetti. It's not open now, but I'm just saying if it was, I needed breadsticks. You have to get an entree to get the breadsticks, right?
Because,
Well, you can order like a side.
if I say
of
baked
You
chicken,
can order a
you know
side
what
of
I mean.
breadsticks?
I'm fairly certain you can.
Holy shit, man. My life has changed.
Do you know what a baked chicken is, Corey?
Yes, I know what a baked chicken is. Shut up. Move along. Okay, we've
Ravin.
enjoyed tonight.
Yeah, we've had a great time. So we're going to be back next Thursday.
Yes.
Wait, whoa, hold on. You don't need to grab that hard.
That's what she said.
Hey, U256 is here as well. 1,000% going to start jumping on this more. Well, this is
You
the
better.
Oh, yeah, it's the first time you've been
Damn.
on the fucking show. So if it's more, it'd be like next time. That's all you're. That's all you're committing to. Amazing.
Bulletproof marshmallows.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. We'll see y'all next Thursday. It'll be actual Auburn game week next Thursday, which will be great. We didn't talk much about Auburn today,
Yes.
but maybe we will next week.
The
or maybe we
concern
won't.
is I have a very long Friday next week, but that's okay. We will be here next Thursday night.
Well, you like it long, don't you?
Not on a Friday of a holiday week. No, I don't.
All right, so we'll have 3 more low-tier bourbons that we'll try to find some value out of. Mm-hmm. And maybe we'll have Cuz here to help
And his wife.
I mean, yeah. But she can make it. We've really appreciated her contributions as well. So let's see. Cassidy P says Rundown has voodoo. Bourbon Blend has Fazoli's.
No, Bourbon Blend.
Why can't we get Fazoli's? I love Fazoli's.
Why Fazoli's is amazing.
We've had a lot of Fazoli's good experiences there.
Yeah.
Remember that girl used to carry around the fucking...
Oh, and she looked like somebody.
Church.
No. She looked like somebody who, in a like nursery rhyme, like she would carry around the basket of breadsticks.
She really did.
And she'd be like, "How many do you need?" And I'm like, 12.
Fucking like
no,
more.
not 2.
The answer is more.
We need 12.
We need more. Let's see. AU256 says you got one more for me. Best I can do. That's all you get from us.
You and I are gonna chat.
All right, y'all. Peace, love.
Deuces.
It's been amazing. We'll see y'all next week. Make great decisions. Drink responsibly. Ring responsibly.
Drink bourbon together.